Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dreams of Silver and Stone. Here with Roll for Chaos, we were dropped very unceremoniously directly into the show very quickly because I didn't do a countdown that was long enough. So hopefully everybody's ready and their faces weren't crazy. Oh, yeah, thumbs down me, Sinan. Thumbs down. I see how it is. So, hi, everybody, and welcome back to the show. We're here with all these lovely individuals, and Sinan was able to make it tonight, which is great because we were concerned about that. Although you stated as well that you might have to leave slightly early this evening, correct?
Possibly. Depends on a few things. I'll message with you, but I don't know yet.
Depends on how many milkshakes are spilled over the course of the evening.
All in one.
And how many boys come to his yard?
Probably not, though. Probably not. It just depends if the people are like. If something's happening that needs my attention, but
of course,
probably not.
So I've got something up that doesn't need to be up there at the moment. There we go. All right, so everybody, this is our crew all together once again, but not quite together in the game yet. So we're gonna go around the table. We're gonna say, "Hey, how are we?" And what is one thing that sparks joy in your character? Let's get a little more information about who you are and who your character is. Why not? And we'll do this at random because we like chaos around these parts. We'll say that until the day that it no longer works in my brain. And first up is Shannon, Blitzing Gamer.
Yeah, I'm sparking. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was only half paying attention because my sister just texted me to do a favor, and it ended up being to like feed the ducks because we live on a farm. Anyway, so I'm Nova is. She really wants to just like help people and make things better. So that's what would bring her joy. If that was the question that you were still asking.
It was. I also was asking how are you, and have you done anything fun recently?
Me fun? No, I work all the time, and then I do this. So this is the most fun. Basically, anyone watching who watches our shows sees the fun that I have.
You also have been playing Spiritfarer.
Oh, I've been playing Spiritfarer, but that's just like for my soul. If anyone wants to play that game, it's fantastic. You become the new Sharon, like Karen, however you say it.
Chiron, yeah.
Yeah, the rower of the river of Styx. Only it's like super lighthearted and great, but then you and all of the spirits take like these adorable animal forms, and then you hug them to make them happy, and you give them their favorite foods, and then help them like fulfill their greatest desires until they are ready to cross over through the bridge, and then you take them, and it's adorable.
All of this tracks as Shannon's favorite game.
Yeah.
It also is like slightly sad, but like in a very wholesome way.
But you're like, there's like a little bit of like tears. It's like, oh, that's so sweet. Okay, on to help the next animal. Like it's super fun. Highly suggest whoever the creators of that game. I need to hang out with them.
Spiritfarer, everybody, great game.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's fun. But yeah. I don't know how many more times I can say yeah.
Let's go for the record.
Yeah.
Give us like another 20. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And moving on from there over to Anna, Sanctum Cosplays. You're up next.
Hello, everyone. I am Anna, Sanctum Cosplays. I too, like Shannon, just work and do this, and that's approximately all I do. I have been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, though, as Shannon and I had a bonding moment over her. So,
speaking of things that spark joy.
Speaking of things that spark joy. Well, what used to spark joy for Kiara was her girlfriend, but now we've realized that's not a thing anymore. She does not spark joy anymore. This one does not spark joy. So as for that, I feel like Kiara's a little bit lost, because it used to just be, like, pissing people off and Aurora. Like, those were the top two things. And now there's this weird, like, crisis of conscience where neither of these things bring that much joy. So, Kiara's lost.
Kiara needs to find herself, I think. And moving on from there, Rob, what sparks joy in you and your character?
Hello, I'm Rob, but that doesn't matter because today I'm Clay, the Dwarven scoundrel. Don't worry, it's just a class, not how he acts at all. Don't worry. Oh, where's your wallet? Oh, he must have dropped it somewhere. TTRPG spark joy. That's the whole reason why I started this and am here in this moment, because I was like, I want to do this more, and then I did, and now I'm here, and I'm very happy about that.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's good. As far as Clay, well, the whole stealing from Pompous rich folks spark joy being, facing legal repercussions didn't. So that kind of, a lot of the things that spark joy in Clay tend to have dire consequences in one way or the other, but that's something we don't need to unpack right now, I don't think.
Well, I'm sure we'll unpack it in greater detail eventually. And ex-castmate Strat says, I'm dead inside until it's my turn tomorrow. Moving right along to Steven, El Deviant Devil. Sparks joy in you. What has happened in the last week, and what sparks joy in your character?
Hello, everyone. I am Steven. I should be getting ready to move, which does spark joy, but not as much as the new season of American Horror Story and Diablo 2 Resurrected. So they've been taking the precedent lately. It's been sparking a lot of joy. Actually, I've only got to play Diablo for like 2 hours because it just came out today, and now I'm doing this. So I feel very special because it's very important to me.
We see him sitting anxiously and bouncing in his chair. It's just because he's
What
tired of
time
this
is it?
and just wants to go
Good
play his
God.
game some more.
Well, he got as soon as you got on, you were all like, "Okay, I'm here," because it was 2 seconds
It's true.
before you
It's
were on
true.
the call.
Like,
You were playing.
literally, I had Diablo full screen, and then I could hear the Discord call ringing in my headset behind my game. So it was like, wow.
He pops on
minimize.
screen looking all cracked out.
Yeah. What's up, guys? What's
Okay,
up?
but big important question: which class, though?
So, I was going to go with a sorceress because I love to cast and I love to do the meteor build where you just rain destruction from above.
Sure.
But I also like the necromancer, and it's a newer class, so I've played it less than the sorceress because it was in the
Necromancer.
expansion.
Yeah.
That was
So
my
I went
favorite.
necromancer this time around, and then I'm gonna go to sorceress after that.
Did you name it Abraxas?
I didn't. Not
Missed
me.
opportunity. Oh, you did. You did you?
All right,
No.
Sorry, I can't stay.
What sparks joy in Kaizen?
In Kaizen, well, obviously the idea of being with his family and everything he knows back on Sedna, his homeworld, and it being linear time again, to where it's not just an influx of constant chaos. Really kind of the end goal is just to chill out and watch an hour pass and the sun set on Sedna.
Well, little birdie tells me that maybe in the future Sedna will be returning to the physical realm. So
Doesn't explain linear time though.
we'll move right along from there to Sinan Apache. Sinan, what sparks joy in you? What's happened in your week, and what sparks joy in Apache?
Hello everyone. My name is Sinan, playing Tachi. Without my usual getup though. What sparks joy in me? Or what did I do last week? I basically just stressed out over work and just been standing waiting for certain things to be confirmed so I can actually do my work, because if I do it now it might not matter, and it's been very stressful, and if I'll talk more about it I'm just going to go in a rant and let's start slamming my hand to places and hurt myself. Well, no, I won't do that much. I'll just stress out and
Sinan,
everything sucks. Yes.
you're borderline anxiety attack right now, so why don't you just find something that gave you some peace just to
Sparking joy.
So yeah, work. Joy. What brings me joy? I mean, like Rob says, TTRPGs. What happened there? Watching shows sometimes. I've been playing Pathfinder, which is a lot of fun. The new game. Talking about Rob about that. That's fun. I'm a fairy superhero. It's really cool. I have a cute dragon. The dragon just talks about candy, and I'm like, we're just killing demons. What you talking about candy? You're taking me out of the world, man. So there's that. And
Did you say you were a fairy?
yeah, there's a couple of mythic paths, and it's a long story. You can be a fairy superhero. But
I've missed the non's tangents so much.
what? That's
Here's
scary.
the thing, I have the context, and even I'm like, wait a second. Okay, got it.
I'm just
Yeah.
excited. I want to play with
It's a great game.
That's
It's
all
awesome.
That's all.
Well, I mean, nothing really gives Patchy joy, unfortunately. I was thinking about it. I was gonna be like Felicia. Nah, if when he looks at Felicia, he remembers the circumstances in which he found Felicia. I was going to be like, the old halfling life and the halfling nation and all the arts and everything that they used to do. Nah. He then thinks about losing all that, and then is thinking about all the little ones, little Skixen that he mentored. Oh no, fuck no, not that. Gonna think about that little, what was that little mouse that that wanted to be a super? Yeah, I was gonna think about that, and then no, he got shot. Everything sucks.
What about melting dwarves?
He does that because he has to. He's not a sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
He's
doing all that for a joke.
because he has to, not because he's a sociopath.
Why do you think he goes to the bathroom all the time? He's actually crying. It's all hard.
Aww.
So,
it's difficult.
As a recap to last week's episode. Oh boy, where do we start? So, Kiara had to escape Aurora, rushing through the city, trying to find their way as quickly as possible to their old friend Marcus. Friend being a loose term. That might possibly be able to get her out of the city and find her way back to Miocenis. She was able to broker a deal with Marcus, but not before finding out that she was living in a stolen body. Unfortunately, nobility had to find an alternative method by which to perform the Taiel surgery, since they did not actually know the Taiel and the methods by which they usually change forms. Oh boy, gross. So now Kiara is on a mission for Marcus in an attempt to curry favor with an alternative or an ulterior noble house. Has to go to Miocenis, collect a package, and deliver it before someone else can get to it, and that's where she's at the moment. Nova and Clay had packed up and headed on east, looking for the Swamp Witch. Upon finding this individual, they also were almost mowed down by a giant battle chicken. And it turns out that it was someone who had actually shown up in the previous games that are no longer available, but will be written about in the future, I'm sure. Jaro, Bright Eyes' loyal steed, and Lancel, brother to Zeta Mayun, who unfortunately is no longer with us. Upon arriving there, they are working on finding the directions by which they can find their way back to Kaizen, who was left with the lady of machinery herself, Sylvia, kind of twisted a little bit around her finger, and is trying to find his way back home now as well, and not entirely certain what to do with this newfound knowledge. Looked through the cracks, saw some different places, saw some different futures and pasts, and is kind of left wondering what to do next, but not before realizing that there was a passenger now within his mind, within his body. The god of life and death, self-proclaimed, of course, Abraxas, and fractured mind Aiden. Two sides to the same coin, one of which seems to be stronger than the other. Patchy was tortured and is starting to go through the slow brainwashing process that Vincier are attempting to use to gain a hold of the formula and the secrets that he happens to have knowledge of. Gain some more assistance. They want you back in the fold, Patchy, and it doesn't matter in what way they actually make this happen. We saw the smallest of cracks appearing in Patchy when he needed food, and ate it unceremoniously and vivaciously in front of the commander of the Vincier, well, at least this version, this cell of this terrorist organization, if you want to call it that, from the Empire. We also learned that many of the Vincier that are in this facility have taken a concoction that Patchy helped devise that allows them to temporarily change their forms. So there's that. So the first scene we open up on tonight is going to be Patchy. Patchy, you stand in your lab, getting back to work. You just need more time. You know that you're running low on time. And as you stand there and at your side, you see Crimson Mane looking at you with those young, needing eyes, someone who's consuming everything that you put forth. Red Eye is off to the side, his arms crossed are over his chest, just waiting and shaking his head, or nodding his head grudgingly, but with a bit of respect towards the experimentation that you're going through. You see Nibbler Halftail to the side, kind of like pecking around over your shoulder and helping you grab some items from here and there.
Wait, Nibbler's alive?
And then Fidget Claw standing beside you as well, her arms folded, trying to keep that one hand keep it still and steady because she has to continue working with you, and will not let anything get in her way.
Am I in the past or the present time?
You look around for a moment. Give me a brains roll.
Am I going insane? God damn it! This
Going?
What, you said a where roll?
Brains roll.
Brains roll.
Critical
Nah.
failure for the first roll of the night.
Wait, no. I'm wise. Wisdom. I wouldn't do a 1 in this, so let me get that wise thing.
All right.
That is
I will
not
say
your best.
that will work. You can use wisdom.
Well, it's the threats of why am I minus 5 still? Haven't I healed? They've been treating me not well,
It's
right?
because of some serious wounds that you're under the impact of that you can't get rid of. There's some distractions in your mind going on. So you have a 7 on that roll.
Yes.
So with that roll, everything's kind of foggy, and as you're looking around trying to wonder where and when you are, you see your chalkboard nearby, the formula scribbled upon it. It looks like you're working towards the ultimate polyjuice potion. You're working towards what you need in order to transform the Skixen back. You've been working on this forever. You feel like you're close to a breakthrough. Patchy, you did get an ace from McSherry. You can re-roll to see if this is any better of an outcome.
All right.
That's a 12.
I'll use that ace.
Okay. So with a 12, it's slightly better. As you look at this, you get the sensation that you've been here before. Night after sleepless night, you've run through these schematics in your head over and over and over again, trying to remember them. And you swear you hear a meow coming from somewhere before Nibbler taps you on the shoulder. Hey. So when it comes to this part here, and he points up at the chalkboard and kind of scrapes a little line under an equation. I feel like this one's a problem right now. As it is, whenever we go through this part here, the formula breaks down and becomes like ash.
Nibbler, what year are we in?
Year? Of course. This is 36. Empire calendar.
Is that like now or the past? Because I'm still.
Give me another brains roll.
Because I thought you were supposed to be dead.
That is a 12. With a 12, yeah, that's like almost 20 years before now. It's quite a ways back.
Oh. Nibbler. I miss you. It's not. I know I'm going insane now, but I like this. Sorry, what were you telling me, Nibbler? Please inform me. I'm assuming this is going to be relevant later in the present, but I want to enjoy your presence a little bit more. I'm going to stroke Nibbler's cheek.
As you stroke his cheek, he looks at you strangely for a second. Yeah. Are you okay, Patchy? You seem to be a little out of. Have we been working too hard? You need to take breaks now and then. It's very important for the mental health. The acumen starts to decline,
This is my break. I'm probably sleeping actually, so this is my break. Don't worry about it. Yes,
so
yes.
You're sleeping, right? You see Fidget Claw come over beside you. Patchy.
Yes,
Silverback.
Claw.
She's calling you Silverback, not
Oh,
Patchy. Sorry.
yes. Oh yeah. Wait. Nibbler,
Everybody's
come on.
calling you Silverback.
Make my whole delusional dream or whatever more accurate. Don't get me out of it.
Hey,
Come on.
that was a GM faux pas. I messed up. They would have been calling you by your name at the time, which was Silverback. So
Yes.
Fidget Claw just looks over. Please, be careful. I don't want to see you suffer another accident like before.
What accident?
When you burned the back of your hand.
It's nothing. This is all for the cause. Come on, Nibbler was sharing some important insight with us. What is it?
Crimson Mane off to the side. He's like, yeah, leave him be. All of you. He knows what he's doing. He can take care of himself. Yeah.
Fuck off, Crimson Mane. I don't want you in my dream. I want to enjoy it with these two. They're better than you.
Okay. You see him looking slightly.
You're on timeout. Go there.
He just kind of shirks to this back and like crosses his arms in a little bit of frustration.
Wait, in case this is actually time travel, Crimson Mane, if you decide to use my technology to blow up an entire city, don't do it. I will actually not like that. All my anti-empire rhetoric, it's more just like rants. I don't actually want them all to die. Just want the leadership to die. Okay? Hopefully this will maybe change the future. I don't know. I'm testing out a theory here.
So you get back to work, mixing ingredients and attempting to resolve the problem that you're going through when it comes to creating this draught, this potion. You add a few tiny little tinctures in, and then there's a poof, and a weird smoke comes out. Oh no, Fidget Claw says, it looks like we have wasted this batch again. Should I get the bucket?
Have we actually wasted? Can I do a brains roll? Maybe we can do something with this.
Go ahead and give me a brains roll. That is a 6. No, you believe that it is garbage at this point.
Yes. Go get the bucket. Come on. No, make Crimson Mane get the bucket.
What did I do to you? You see him like move over complaining as he
You kill thousands in the future. Don't do it and I'll treat you better.
Then a little while later, we just see Apache continuing to work as Silverback tirelessly continues to do this to the point where suddenly his body just sort of gives out and he slumps over the desk and is very tired. You see his apprentices move over. Some of them try to help pick him up and move him off there. Crimson Mane drapes one arm around your shoulder, continues walking. And as you're standing there with Halftail, with Nibbler, he looks over at you as you're mostly in a daze. Turning off my phone now.
What's that noise?
Magic. And then states, Are you all right? You've been babbling incoherently for some time now, and you seem to be, you're clear-minded in the work, and yet you're talking as if this is some alternate reality. Silverback, I am concerned about you.
Is this Crimson Mane?
Yeah.
Well, I don't need your concern. Yeah, thank you. I guess.
It's important, you know. I know that the cause is everything, but there has to be a limit, right?
No. We gotta achieve this. We're doing this. Taking back us to the glory days. You've never lived your life as a halfling. You'll see. You won't have to use a fucking tail to communicate and say, can I get a pie, please?
So, anything is worth the cost?
I feel like I'm being led to something here. And if I say yes, I'm gonna be punished in the future. No. Yes, but like, not genocide. I think.
So you draw the line at genocide, but anything else, as long as it's in, what if that's the only way? What if there's only one step that can be made, and it results in that?
There's no one way. You idiot. There's never a one way. There's always alternative paths. Have you been talking to Three Scars again? Wait, I know you're talking to Three Scars. I'm talking like if I don't know this already. Don't talk to Three Scars.
But, he's knowledgeable and he's strong.
No, he's not. He's an idiot. He wants to kill thousands because he's bloodlust. He doesn't want to save us. He doesn't want to save the kind. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the name of the real Supreme Leader. Listen to that one. Red Eye. Listen to Red Eye.
But Red Eye is so passive.
He is not passive. He's doing so many more things that you don't even see. You don't see it because he's actually succeeding, you idiot.
All he ever does is talk. I don't see him do anything.
Yeah, because we also need to talk to get where we're at. We just can't kill all the time. Also,
But we can't
forget,
talk
it was-
our way out of differences sometimes. Some individuals are not willing to learn or listen because all they are is so self-subsumed in what they believe that they're unwilling to actually listen to what we have to say.
Well, we're gonna make them listen, but not necessarily with bombs. Half with bombs, and half with talking, maybe. Or maybe something like between a bomb and... Wait, no, not bombs! I'm gonna turn us back to the halflings, not bombs! Sorry!
You confuse me.
There's
so
multiple
bad.
things we're gonna do. Like we might have to kill a couple of Empire soldiers here and there, and then we're gonna use this technology to save our kind, and then we're also gonna talk them. We're gonna also show them that the Halophage was bullshit because I can turn everything back.
How do you intend on providing this when you create it? Are you going to attempt to aerosolize it or do what they did with the Halophage to the world again? What happens if you're wrong about something, about the smallest thing, and all of us are turned into something worse?
Well, that's why we're testing it, not tasting it. Why are my dreams can't even talk anymore? We're gonna test it. Idiot.
Test it first, right?
Yes, and also we're gonna make sure everything's right. I'm not gonna we're not gonna throw the entire thing in a city and make everyone forcefully turn back. That shit's painful. Most of us didn't even survive the Halophage. I'm not gonna do it to our kind. We're gonna find a proper halfling way. Humane halfling. Yeah.
Half-lane way.
Half-lane way, yeah. We're gonna find a halfling way of doing it. Or sane. We need to find words for these things. Why is everything all about humans? Humane.
I don't know. Yeah. So the scene starts to fade out as Patchy's barely able to stay on his feet, kind of being carried between these two individuals.
I have no idea how that conversation could get misconstrued or go anywhere negative.
Yeah, are you sure that's not? This can't be the whole episode.
I'm assuming my little apprentices are taking what I'm saying in good faith and not trying to twist it to satisfy their fucking bloodlust. Or
There's
as we
no way
see-
this could be turned into a game of telephone in any way,
This
shape, or
is
form.
the clearest message in your brain.
okay, fine. Before I phase out,
note.
before I'm forced out of this alternative reality, don't
Back the face.
bomb cities and kill thousands. There's alternative ways of doing this. I'm telling you again, if you even kill one person without telling me, I will hate you forever.
Right. So as the scene starts to fade a little bit, we see Crimson Mane carrying Patchy under the shoulders alongside.
Just if you're gonna
Nibbler
listen to
Halftail.
anything, Crimson Mane, just listen to this. Don't be a dick.
And as we see him just kind of slumping his head down, we see the scene slightly change. Where Patchy was wearing regalia and finery before, he is now in bedraggled clothing and is covered a little bit in filth, his fingertips and his fur burned and scarred. And he's more having his feet drag along the floor, still with Crimson Mane holding him up by one arm, but some sort of unknown Skixon on the other side. We hear him state, "Don't be a dick," under his breath as he's being dragged through this hallway and then unceremoniously placed inside of his room. And the scene fades out.
Did anything change from that past and the present? Did any of my words actually change the future?
It was not actually the past, my friend.
Ah.
And we move along to Kaizen. Kaizen, you finally made it outside of the worm bug beetle hole that happened to connect to a section of Eidolon. You happen to be out in the swamp marsh, whatever you want to call it, walking amongst the small puddles of water, nowhere in sight. The mind of Abraxas, connected with yours, but deep down. And as you sit there in the trees, kind of preparing what to do next, trying to remember which way to go to get home, you had made a roll and had found roughly the direction you needed to head. And as you turn to head in that direction, you see something. There it is.
It's no hoot.
You see this sitting on a limb nearby, and it turns to you. Let me make sure I have the right one on.
Why, hello there. I see that you are looking for things, looking for places, looking to go somewhere, yes?
Hello, my furry little friend. I am. What brings you across my path today?
I am here to watch over you.
Me?
Yes, of course. Your
Whatever.
mission is very important, and I was told to keep an eye on you and make sure you're successful.
Who, by chance, asked you to do this?
The Great One in the heavens.
Well, that's not creepy at all, you adorable little thing. Okay, what exactly is the mission that you're protecting?
Oh, the return of your world. And making sure that everything goes right and the whole thing doesn't go sideways. And, to make sure that the thing inside your head doesn't become a bad person. You see, she told me I was supposed to make sure that you stayed okay and didn't turn to the dark side, because that is something that person sometimes might do, and it's hard to remember. But Maz told me I needed to watch you.
Okay. Well, you certainly are the most friendliest one I've met today, or in the past few days, as a matter of fact. So, do you have any idea what we should do next? What the next step should be?
Oh,
No pun intended.
I was hoping you knew what that was, because I'm not entirely certain. She said as soon as I got here on my epic quest that I would know what I was supposed to do, because that's how that works. And for some reason, I can't figure it out right now.
Well, I guess that makes two of us, doesn't it?
Maybe we need to find your friends.
I think that's a grand idea. So, give me just a moment, please. Kaizen sits down and he starts to meditate. And as he's getting close to getting calm, he hears, "Are you trying to concentrate?" Yes, I am. Thank you. Well, will you shut up, please? And he's going to go into Fire Mind method, and as he does that, he will not have to eat for the next 3 days, so he can adventure and try to find his friends, and he's going to try to focus on generally locating where they may be, so he's more likely to cross paths if they're trying to find him.
All right, so you look around a little bit and you focus in on yourself. What approach do you wish to use? Which one of your stats are you attempting to make this determination with?
Let's go ahead and let's go magical.
So you're seeking out with your magical intentions to see if you can find the pathway that will lead you back to your friends quickest. Give me a magic roll.
Can Kaizen sell his soul to the bee instead?
I would much rather. Can we make this deal?
I mean, Kaizen now has, 3 technically powerful
Great.
entities involved in...
Add a bee.
Mm-hmm.
I think you counted. So that would be like Abraxas, Aiden, and the bee, was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a 16. With a 16, you reach out, and with the magic senses that you have, you find yourself kind of drifting from your body over the swampland itself. You feel the living flora and fauna around you, and extend your senses as far as you possibly can. Your mind very lightly touches upon someone that you recognize, and that would be Nova. And, Nova is the first one that you reach, so your mind grazes across that very briefly. And like that scene from Star Wars when they can feel each other's presence, Nova, you and Kaizen link up temporarily.
We're gonna have a sibling kiss.
No,
No.
please no.
You gotta wait for Leifei to come over, then you can have a
There you go.
Awkward sibling kiss. Yay! No, we don't need that.
Are we communicable at this point, or do we just
No,
notice each other?
You just notice each other. You know roughly what direction each of you are in. Not a direct line, not a this is a safe path, nothing like that. You just have a compass direction.
Okay, so come back out. All right, my little friend, I think I know a direction. And then I start to wonder, how the hell can I communicate to this thing not to say anything that I can hear? As we start to wander off in the direction of that I believe Nova is, with what? An entity that can see what I see, an entity that can hear my thoughts, and an entity that's sent by some witch. Fantastic, let's go.
an enter bee, thank you.
An elemental maid.
We don't know that.
So the bee kind of like buzzes in the air around you, and flies out. This thing is only, this big. So very, very tiny. And it just kind of floats over and lands on your crown and kind of sits there.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, isn't that complicated? Well, I come from a world named Setna. This is lost in time, and I'm trying to get back there. I found myself in a rather horribly wretched place between times, of which I met my good friend that we're going to meet right now. And we found ourselves just suddenly here one day. And so we've been wandering around trying to figure out what the hell to do with a party of rather eccentric folk. And we are just trying to discover our next steps.
Wait,
And I'm trying to find my world.
That was a lot for me to remember. Can we
Oh.
start with, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is aquamarine.
Oh, I like that color too.
Isn't it wonderful?
Do you like toast?
I do love toast, but not quite black, and just when it goes golden brown with a light brushing of butter.
Gross. How about sugar? You like sugar water?
Sugar water. Not quite. There is a juice that's derived from nectar where I come from that's rather delicious, but not just sugar
I like
and
juice
water.
too. Look,
Do
we
you
have
like
things in
sugar
common.
water? We do. Is this how it's going to be the whole trip? Are you going to be full of all these questions?
Maybe for a little while, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, they're the most wonderful questions I've been asked all day, so I guess fire away.
Oh,
Keep me
that
distracted.
makes me happy. I'm glad I seem to be doing my job right. Mons, I did not fail you, not today.
So, who is this Mars you speak of?
Oh, the Dragon Rider.
Dragon Rider?
Oh yeah, she's somebody that has a friend dragon, but it's still an egg, but they talk all the time, and, they say lots of nice things about a bunch of people, and there's arguments about wiping out the entirety of civilization now and then. But then Maz turns it around and is like, you know what? People matter, they have feelings, and you shouldn't just murder them all. That's not a good idea.
Usually not. No, it's not. So is she here on this world?
No, she's far, far away. A different world. The shiny one in the sky, there's a little...
You see him kind of like buzz up into the air where you can see like the blinking of light, a star in the heavens.
That one over there somewhere. I think that's where it was.
And what is your name?
My name is Pip.
Pip. Did you fly through space, Pip? Did you
No,
travel
that's
across the void?
Silly, that's silly. She talked to me here.
Oh, that's not silly at all. All right. Well, tell Mars thank you for the company. I could use it right now. And I think in my head, do you know this Mars? Do you know any of these people?
Aiden steps forward. What does Aiden say to Kaizen about Maz?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. She is a very good friend of mine from quite far away in a time long ago. But she is definitely going to be one to be trusted, and you are definitely in better hands for having this be sent to you.
Abraxas hears that, gets angry, and comes forward to shove Aiden aside. What does Abraxas say in your mind now?
Don't listen to him. That is absolute frivolous bullshit. She is someone that is only in the way. She wants nothing more than to make everything better for everyone and be a big-time show-off because she's so powerful and controls the dragon. Well, it's a bunch of shit that should not be taken too seriously. Are you seriously going to trust this insect, or are you going to trust me?
Hey, you be quiet. You be quiet, you're a meanie. Maz thinks you're meanie, and also thinks you're full of bluster.
You can hear this?
Of course, I can hear everything.
Well, at least the other one can't, I don't think. All right, let's go find our friends. This is an awful lot going on in my head right now.
All right, let's go.
It just kind of buzzes along beside you as you're walking through the marsh. And we change scenes at this point.
Better or worse than No Who, Kaizen?
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna reserve my opinion.
All right, so we now change scenes to Nova and Clay. The two of you have just been escorted over a small bend into a crook where there is large tufts of moss and trees kind of cultivated in a way to create a small clearing, a large circular area that seems to have had most of the muck and detritus kind of scooped away from the forest floor and turned into a playground of sorts. Soft mosses all upon the ground like a carpet. There's a whole bunch of climbing and children gymnasium type equipment kind of scattered about a yard with a large 2-scale cottage with a wooden sign out in front that says, what did it say? Hold on a second. Little Z Orphanage. And as you walk up on it, with Lancel standing beside you, you see a Skixen standing on the porch with 2 very bright, shining blue eyes and a rather massive battle axe, like braced up against the wall. Grabs a hold of it for a second when looking over. Now, who you done bring on this property? Lancel looks over at him and goes, Bright Eyes, chill out. These are from some friends for the moment. They're just coming in to ask us some questions and then they'll be on their way. Oh, well, if you're friends of Lancel's, then you're friends of mine, I suppose. That's how it's supposed to. I'm not allowed to kill him, right? Lancel looks over and goes, No, that's not.
We prefer not.
Whew. Okay, glad we got that one out of the way.
As Lancel continues walking you towards this little orphanage, you see a bunch of children running and swinging and screaming in the distance and having a jolly good time. In general terms, Lancel turns towards you and says, well, if you need me, I'm gotta keep an eye on the kids for now, but Bright Eyes here, he can answer questions for you. He knows the surrounding territories, happens to do most of our scouting, drives off the worst buggers, you know. We don't want to allow any of those scythy mantis to make it onto the property or anything. Not with all the littles. So he and Jaro over there, and of course the missus here, Dorothy, she happens to keep these things safe while we take care of all the kiddos. So
Who's missing?
Hmm?
Nothing. I don't think Nova would ask, but who's missing? Is Bright Eyes misses or Lancel's misses or just a random misses?
Well, Dorothy Sparks here. She happens to have owned the building, and we're just kind of subletting it for the orphanage.
Oh, okay. So just a random misses.
Yeah.
Just curious. We're looking for our friends. And this is adorable.
Hey, sorry,
What?
So I already kind of hit my capacity for confusion with the giant chicken, and I'm just so like.
Giant chicken?
You see the Jaro like peck at the ground and then scrape the dirt. And you see Bright Eye standing nearby, throws him a hunk of raw meat and just.
All right. So just let me just try and talk this out real quick. So in the middle of a swamp, far away from civilization, there's an orphanage run by a glowing-eyed Skixen, subletting from someone, of course, let's be reasonable, with a massive carnivorous chicken and just a gaggle of orphans having a wonderful life. There's just, am I caught up? Is there anything else I'm missing here?
This Skixen walks over to you pretty
regular
close.
chickens are carnivorous.
The Skixen in question walks over to you, just hands on his hips, and then slaps you on the side of the chest, which makes you like stagger.
Yeah, imagine that like full like
pretty
almost
serious
lose my
hit.
footing. Yeah,
And as you like slide back in the mud a little, he goes, "Ha! Never seen an orphanage before. This is how they all work.
no,
That's
all right.
That's the way I've
Wow.
always been told, and that's the way we've always done it."
Wow. All right. So that there's a lot to unpack there. That I think I'm just gonna leave in the box. How long have you all just been doing this? I suppose.
Oh, I'm not so good with the time. Hey, Dad! Hey, Dad! Do you know how long we've been here? Nova, off to the side, you see a glowing figure in full armor, giant face mask, claymore weapon, standing almost 10 feet tall, that just like leans against the edge of the building and looks over, and he just calls out.
I would say maybe 8 years, maybe 9.
I don't.
You don't see that, Clay.
Clay,
And
do
then
you
Bright
see
Eye
that guy?
looks over and goes, "Oh, 8 or 9 years. No big deal."
Did you see the guy over there?
Okay, no, I don't. This is.
Well, that's
Listen,
it's okay. It's just an eternal.
okay. I've just managed to live a life that has been fucked up, but not like in a magical way. And so this is just a lot to process. Like I've dealt with like really mundane messiness, and so this is just a whole new kind of mess. I understand that this might be less disconcerting for you. I just,
I spent 100 years in a time warp.
Look, the two of you are here. You've
pirate
walked
ship,
over this. You've seen our
so-
sacred space, and you happen to be here to ask questions. So get out with it. Ask them.
We're just looking for our friends, and this whole
Right.
thing has happened. So
yeah, this has all happened to us. To be honest,
Hmm.
we were looking for just a witch. We thought there was just a witch here. To be honest,
So you
but
came
just
into the
like
swamp
just an ordinary swamp witch.
to ask a
Right.
witch for the directions to find your friend.
right.
Well, you got the next best thing. So, where is your friend located, or like what direct? I need more. I
Okay, if
can't.
we
I
knew
just.
where
I
they
don't
were
divinate
located.
here. I don't Dad, do you
All right.
divinate?
So
No,
we
I
have
don't
these.
divinate.
All right, so first of all, they're very hard to miss. All right, so first of all, an elf that doesn't know how to hide their ears, bright red hair, glowing stuff on their forehead, bow and arrow, like we're in the way olden times, and then a way yay high kobold which can eat, consume, or lick anything and survive.
Wait a second. Did you say an elf? Did you say an elf?
Yes.
You see him turn around and grab a hold of the big battle axe and come stepping up closer to you, puts his hand on your chest. An elf nearly killed my friend and all of my other friends, and you happen to be treading on merciless ground. If you happen to think that being part of elf and friends is a good thing, and
Wait, so you're saying that because one elf tried to kill your friends, now I can't say the word?
yes,
or
you're not allowed to
associate?
say that word. That's a bad word around these parts.
Excuse me.
That's... Wow, okay, so here's the thing. I came... Is this... Wait, I'm gonna, look around to, another person. I'm gonna desperately look for Lancel, because they seem like a reasonable...
You see him currently
Folk.
covered in children, trying to keep them from harming themselves in the distance.
Okay. Oh, so, are you an Empire place, then? Is that what this is?
No, the Empire can go straight to hell.
And also,
The elves can go straight to hell. You know what? Everybody that doesn't belong here can go straight to hell as well. In fact, the axe just goes into the ground, sinks halfway into the mud.
And
Okay.
how do you determine who belongs here exactly?
Does anybody hear banjo music?
Lancel tells me.
Right.
Okay, so now we've added this whole weird hate component to this thing.
Right. Yeah, alright, well, I'm already... Cool, that has answered a lot of questions for me, I guess, as far as more questions.
Can I just give them the markers that they
Yeah,
that
it's
they
here's the
hold?
good. Yeah.
There's a rock that looks like, and a thing that, and there, I don't remember what it was. The first thing that I thought of was a rock that looks like a butt, but I don't think that's what it was.
Sure.
I mentioned
So-
something about, a cave.
He
Yeah.
looks over, he thinks about it for a second. All right, you want to head out of the orphanage, heading east, about half a mile. Then you'll see the rock. Turn north from there, go another 2 miles north, and then turn northeast. From there, you'll get to the location that you've given me.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't come back now unless somebody says it's okay.
Okay. Is that Eternal over there a friend? Or
Oh, that's my dad.
Oh!
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Great.
Oh, you can talk back. All right, you can see me. Hold on. I'll just.
You see him shrinking down a little bit to a more normal 6 feet tall or so. Now the face mask pops up and you see kind of a face underneath of it that is kind but stern looking.
Oh.
Hello. Sorry, I'm a little imposing at times because my natural form comes off as a little strange to most. Pleased to meet
I'm
your
used to it.
acquaintance. I'm named Conquest. See him step forward and, like, put his hand out.
Put my hand out.
As you go to shake his hand, you feel like a tingling sensation on your palm as your hand goes through his.
So weird.
Close enough.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna go, I guess. This whole situation is very strange. Nice to meet you, Conquest. That's a very gentle and passive name. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Elfist folks.
Great.
You're welcome. Have a good way. Have a good whatever it is that you have around these parts. Good.
Did
Go.
I
Yeah.
not notice that I am an elf?
No,
Okay, cool.
he's not that observant.
We're just gonna chalk that one up for a win.
Yeah,
So
it's fine. I mean, my ears are like poking out. Like,
Lancel kind of calls out from the side. All right, I hope you were all able to be helped okay, and thanks for stopping by. Now that you know where we're at, please keep this a secret. We don't. I mean, sometimes we'll go into town. We'll try to find individuals in need. We are kind of close to capacity right now, and we really don't want to be bothered by the Empire. You understand?
yeah,
Sure.
no, yeah, totally.
You and
Stuckfoot.
everyone else on the planet, yay.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that's happening right now. I can only keep so many people safe all at once, though. I try to take on as much as I possibly can. My sister was always better at taking on people's problems, but I have attempted to do my part.
Great.
It's very noble. I'm an orphan myself, so
You are.
good job. Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Avalon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was very, very lucky. I was adopted young.
I was not. I was the. I was.
He was the.
yeah,
in
You
the
were an orphan too?
Oh yeah.
That makes 4 of us, counting Bright Eyes over there.
His dad's right there.
Isn't the heir
I mean,
eternal that I have to assume is there?
There was
Like, is
there
that-
was a period of time when his dad wasn't around, and his mom was killed in front of him at a young age. He suffered brain injury. Just ignore him a little. Sometimes he means well, and he does things the right way, but sometimes it takes a while to get around to the right way.
I mean, as someone who's gone through the absolute dregs of Avalonian orphanages, this, other than things I'm not going to talk about, this certainly seems quite a world's better. So there's that at least.
Well, good. Well, it's been nice
Okay.
meeting the two of you.
It's just
It's
sad
been
and
an
awkward.
experience.
I'm sorry if it's a little bit strange around here.
No.
What?
It's awesome. It really. I mean, this is a great place. We're just a little for a loop. So, like, I don't know, like maybe 12 hours ago, we didn't remember anything.
Right.
And then we went to go for a walk to see a witch, and then we ended up. So I understand where Clay's coming from. It's just a lot to process. I think we're just a little blurry-eyed from the experience.
Wait, that was you?
You see Conquest state as he steps forward a few steps.
That was us. What?
Did you have something to do with that wave of mind aether?
Okay, from the face you're making, the answer is no. I don't know the question, but the answer is just no.
Well, that wouldn't be true, though. I mean, okay. So, I mean, direct involvement, no. Someone that we know was directly involved. So, involved by association, yes. Involved by the fallout effects, 100%. Why do you ask?
Because I was only able to protect a small portion of the individuals that live here. My very own son has reverted back to some of his more violent tendencies.
Oh no. Okay, Clay. So this I have an audience. There's like children watching through the window. Go away, guys. Hi, love you. Bye.
There's children all around. I know.
I know. Just little orphans are just watching me. I'm
Shit,
trying to
so
think
many.
here. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So what he's saying is that he tried to protect some people, Conquest, from the effects of the mind reconfiguration bomb thing.
Right.
That's really nice of you.
Hmm.
Why would you protected?
I was
like,
concerned that some individuals who are very powerful and dangerous might have been coming around or might have found us. It worried us all for a while.
Well, so
Are we now going to be on someone's hit list because we've been here now?
no. Sorry,
something we
Clay,
can
I'm
worry
not used to. My mom and I both used to be able to talk to Eternals, and so I'm not used to the whole translating thing. I apologize. It's gotta be frustrating to not know what's happening.
Your mother.
Yes, my mother. But anyway, so we're Clay. We're I don't think so. Are you mad at us?
Wait a
You look
second.
confused.
Is your mother Karina Ariandel?
No.
Oh, I could have sworn you're a dead ringer for one of the princesses.
Princesses? No, my mom actually totally. You could call her a princess, but she probably punch you in the face. Actually, wait, look like?
Yeah, you've got the same jawline, the same eyes and hair. Well, to a degree. She used to be in the monarchy. You're an elf.
I am, but don't say that too loud because I don't think your son likes it. Clay, this guy might know my mom, like the one that birthed me.
Oh,
Elf
are you
birth,
watching?
right? Is that how that works? I don't even know.
I mean, yes. I don't.
Pop out of the ground like a.
I don't think so. I think that's old dwarvish propaganda, actually.
I don't know.
So
You're like Bright
okay.
Eye scream in the distance and charge into battle with a bunch of children. They all kind of tackle on top of him and pour him onto the ground.
Oh, it's okay. Half a second of concern. I'm gonna write down that name. But we're gonna go find our friends. I think that's where we're going, right? We can't stay here now. I'm kind of curious, but I'm not. Actually, it's fine. My mom is my mom. I'm what, Clay?
Well, okay. So, there's so many moving pieces. So I'm curious. Are we in trouble? Are they in trouble? What are we?
Are you translating what Clay says to this individual? We could say that. That would be the case if you wish.
Yes. Well, the guy can't understand Clay?
I thought Conquest could understand me. I just can't hear.
He can, but I'm saying it so that Clay gets it back, so you can hear.
Yeah,
what's going on
I'm
too.
trying to be better about like kind of.
Okay, so as you state that, he goes,
No, there are some very powerful Aether mages out there that are serious threats. Mostly to Bright Eyes. You see, he made some very dangerous enemies not very long ago.
Great. Could you ask the ghost eternal thing? I'm sorry.
He can hear you.
I've never had to. Okay. This is the first, other than your friends, which I don't even. Are they Eternals? They seem like they're kind of different than like an Eternal that I've heard stories about, but not that. I don't
know. They are different,
Cool.
but I don't know why or how.
All right.
See,
this is the first Eternal I've
Stella
spoken
and
to.
Cosmo kind of turn and look at him quizzically.
It's the first one I've spoken to. So are we now, by transitive property, in trouble from these powerful entities? Are we now going to be haunted? Is that something I now need to be concerned about at all?
No,
do we think?
Of course not. You haven't done anything to anger them. You don't happen to be tied up in Tyel things or have any issues with, I don't know, pirates.
No, I haven't spoken to them in years, so good. All
Wait, pirates?
Oh yeah, there were some problems.
That came from group calling themselves the Sparrows?
Oh, I don't know. No, wait, I do. What about them?
There's a ship, something called the Clockwork Zephyr, Zephyr and Adirondacus, Nadius, something or other. Anyway, pirate captain with them happens to have made a pretty severe enemy of Tile magistrate by the name of Carver.
Well, of course, because Carver is a douchebag. And...
Wait, you know Carver?
No. And Captain Cal would never do anything that wouldn't be completely justified against him.
Wait,
so,
how do you know? How do you know Caleb?
Huh? Caleb? I don't know Caleb, but my mom does.
Your mom knows. Okay.
Are we all affiliated here? What a small aethersphere!
You know, the more things change, the more they remain the same. I had similar problems with my old crew. Dorian,
Oh? You had a crew? Were you not always an eternal?
well, no, I used to be a god all along. God amongst the land, the heavens and the stars, ran alongside an organization I am not proud to have been a part of, named the Sill. Our queen Nyria recently fell, and hasn't been my queen for a long time.
That's interesting that happened. Because I actually flew into another time before I figured out any kind of resolution with that situation. So, thank you for the update.
Yep.
Huh. Okay. This is weird. We should, you know what, one of these days, because we don't have time right now, we should get together and, like, have a coffee and talk about all of this.
So off to the side, Lancel's looking over at you like, how long are you gonna stand there talking to, I'm assuming, Bright Eye's dad?
Oh. Well, he talked back. Should we go?
I mean, I've been standing here for a while now, and it's just, I'm sorry, a little socially awkward sometimes, and I just don't know what to do with myself or my hands while you have this conversation with something I can't see or be a part of in any way. I'm sure you understand a little, Clay, because you're having a similar.
Yeah, so I'm good. I'm yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
We can go. We should go, right?
I mean, listen. It sounds like you're having a very important conversation. I don't want to.
Well,
please.
look. I don't want to be I really don't want to be a rude host, and I want to let you know if you do have more to talk about with Conquest, as he calls himself. We're having a festival in about 2 weeks. If you want to come by, we'll have dinner for everybody. We can serve the two of you for sure. I
would like to say that we could tentatively RSVP, like a maybe, but our life has gone really crazy. I speak for Clay as well. I think that we're really not 100% where we're going to be in 2 weeks, but it does sound really fun. If we can make it, we will.
Okay, well, we'll set the table with a couple of extra seats just in case you show up, and if not, I mean, I'm sure Bright Eyes will eat the rest of it. I mean, he's kind of like a bottomless pit for such a small individual when it comes to food.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Actually, well, no, I can't say that. I never knew Z. I was going to say that's like Z, because she was a biscuit monster.
She was.
I don't know
that.
Okay.
I mean, no, if you need to speak with the Conquest, that's fine. Lancel and I can just take a step over maybe and let you two have the, like, Aether sphere spanning conversation that is just breaking parts of my brain I didn't know I had, and we can just talk about whatever. Like,
honestly,
no pressure.
I'm really in a hurry to see what happened to know who and to Kaizen.
As well. I agree. It seems like from the half I'm hearing that, like, important things and facts and information's coming about, so don't want to rush on that. I don't think
so
5 more minutes is
it's
gonna...
like a shotgun blast of plot points.
Sure. it's going to be hard to recap any. Like, if someone had to recap it, I understand it would be difficult.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's difficult to recap for
Right.
sure.
So,
Conquests. We have so we're gonna go.
Okay.
Do you have just
can
any
we ask like
questions?
do we get like a boon or something? Is that how this works? I don't know. I don't. Is this like?
What kind of? I don't have any questions of you at the moment. No.
Okay. I just was wondering because I feel like we're cutting off this conversation, but I also feel like we're really hitting it off and like could totally chat. But I'm worried about Nohu and Kaizen because we're also trying to find our friends Kiara and Patchy, and like we've got a lot going on at the moment.
Yeah,
So-
you folks wouldn't happen to know since things all seem to be connected in a giant web that I am terrified of. You don't happen to know like where all the Vincier are hiding about, would you?
Who are you asking of that, Lancel or
Just the
Just
the
anybody?
general wide.
Lancel goes, why?
Clay is just so.
Wait. You're looking for the Vincier? Why? Those people are going to cause nothing but problems.
Yes, that's why.
Right, but unfortunately, part of those problems are our friends. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go help.
Well,
them.
I mean, we saw some members of their organization in the last few weeks, but they left in a hurry. Some of them headed out northwest.
Northwest. All right, well that's helpful. Thank you. That might
Yeah, that's the
become very
opposite.
relevant.
Yes.
Conquest, standing off to the side, goes,
Oh. The Vincier. Well, those individuals used to have a few bases in Fort Mesa and Doggettville, a few other caves and holes all over the place.
Well, are there any active currently? Because it's entirely possible that our friend is in trouble.
Well, to be fair with you all, I've kind of retired, and I'm just
Okay.
mostly resting here with my son until we can walk the Eternal Realm together.
Aww.
Like retire? Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I will be here. If you ever have questions, you can return.
Sounds good. And if you're ever in Stuckfoot, come on by.
I won't be. That place is awful.
Whoa, you know what?
What is
Back
this
off.
shit talk start fucked? Okay, it's gotten
Look,
better.
I have an
in the
ex
past 6
there.
months.
I don't like
Really?
going by. She and I don't see eye to eye.
Who? Sorry, who's that?
Oh, it's not really. I don't really like talking about.
I'm just. I know, but like I already divulged, about some of my friends and things, and I'm curious because everyone who's there is maybe they're not even there anymore.
She goes by Periwinkle.
I knew it. I mean,
What?
wait. I found. Are you the guy? Did you die in Stuckfoot?
Well, I mean,
In a hill that's now a pond?
it didn't used to be called Stuckfoot. It was the final site of my last battle. Yes.
Did you? What do you got against Periwinkle? I'm sorry, Clay. Just for 1 second, I know I'm taking an extra.
Dylan, so do you
fucking
want to
here.
go? We're just gonna let you
She's
two.
a lifist. She doesn't accept me now that I'm no longer physical.
I'm sorry. Did you just say a lifist?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. She mourned your ass.
Yeah, but I was there the whole time talking to her while she did it.
Did she notice this?
Well, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, she's also in Cadus. We were able to talk, and she just told me to leave her alone while she cried in peace.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, bitch.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I had not all the information. I mean, she cried at a pond.
Well, she's a water in Cadus. More show off than anything else, I guess. It was the whole "I'm not gonna talk for 100 years" thing that really bothered me the most.
Oh, she's still not talking.
Really?
She just- yeah.
Wow, that's actually very dedicated to that.
still super pretty.
Well, I mean, she always
Just
was,
saying.
but
If you're ever in town, I'm just saying. Oh, by the way, she's missing. So you keep an eye
she's
out.
missing.
She's missing.
He disappears.
Fuck.
And as that happens, you see Lancel just standing there. Bright Eyes off to the side. He like lifts a child up on one shoulder and then stacks another one up. Look, we're a type of giant dragon monster. Roar! All the little kids around on his shoulders as the scene fades out. And we find ourselves over to Kiara.
That's a weird scene.
Kiara, some time has passed. You are now aboard an airship headed towards Miocenis. Marcus has set you up as a servant to
fuck
his
this
house.
guy.
As
course
you
he
are on the ship, you have to provide food and drink and take care of people's soiled cloths and change bedding and make sure everything's taken care of. So you're standing inside of the carrier cart and you're in uniform, this dregs-laden, horrible, lacy outfit that doesn't quite fit right, and very obviously is made to make you look more like scenery than a person. And as you're standing there and you're feeling this collar kind of chafe at your neck, kind of twisting and feeling it pull on you, you see some of the other nobles sitting at the tables kind of laughing and talking about their plans for things. Some of them are discussing some of the territories they're going to purchase on Miocenis and move all of those indigenous individuals out, or maybe provide them ample opportunities to serve the great and noble houses, providing them with a plethora of jobs that they would never have had otherwise. And
Can I rob them all blind?
you are very much in need of staying under the radar right now. One move out of line and you will not make it to Miocenis.
Bold of you to assume I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, you're actually bold of you to assume I'd just get caught.
I'm just saying, there's a risk-reward situation there that might not be worth it. So,
yeah, but they're all still work.
as you're standing in the corner, let's see, what was her name? Hold on a second.
What are they gonna do? Throw me out into space?
They're gonna abandon you on Miocenis as a
Oh no!
punishment.
No,
You're
they
like,
would. They
Oh
would.
no, not on Miocenis!
I mean, depending on what you do, they could literally just jettison you from the airship.
Should be fine.
So
fine.
the Lady
Just hold my breath.
Brascone sitting there, Melinda Brascone, kind of shakes a cup, and you notice their wine is low. Girl, drink. Puts it down on the table in front of her.
Internalize sassy comment. Go grab wine. Bring
Grab a hold of
wine.
it, bring it over to the lady, and as you begin to pour it, give me an aware roll.
Ew. Is it poisoned? Can I poison it? Oh, sorry. What?
Thank you for going to the same place. I'm like, you could just slip a little poison in it.
Yeah, a little
A
baby
little
bit
arcane powder.
18.
of
With an 18, you are able to see that the cup happens to have a lipstick stain on the side of it. You know that the lady herself very much hates anything touching these glasses. They need to be pristine before she will drink from them. Do you allow it to stay, or do you clean it before she takes it?
fucking clean them up before.
What do you say? Because she's thinking you rude as you're not giving her the drink at the moment.
Unless you wish to drink lipstick, I'm going to wipe it off for you. But if you wish to just continue to drink out of a stained cup, you can continue to do so.
Very disgusting. And the way you apprise me of the situation is very much unnecessary. Is there a reason why you would treat me as if I could not see or recognize that I happen to have dirty dishes at my table that you have presented me? You should have seen this before you grabbed the goblet.
It was literally in your hand, and you were drinking from it, which is where I assume the lipstick came from. So was I just supposed to make sure you don't drink out of it?
You're supposed to
not
take it,
stain
silly
it?
girl, and wipe it clean before handing it back to me. Do you not know your etiquette? Do you not know your training? Whose house do you belong to? So that I can send the bill for damages created emotionally from me.
All I'm saying is this is all really disrespectful. I'm not going to use the soap opera, but I want to. Just want to point that out there. I really want to.
I would not discourage you.
Yeah, I just don't want to get. Listen, I can't hold my breath for a whole journey through space to Miocenis just out in the open, so not that good. Smile and just, I do not belong to a house. That is why I'm here, serving you. Welcome.
So how do you react to that? You didn't actually do that.
I'm just gonna apologize, I guess.
Give me your apologies.
My apologies, ma'am. I will learn from my mistakes and make sure you never have a dirty glass by you ever again.
Most certainly you shall, and don't forget it. You know,
Of course not.
individuals who get to serve me are should be very grateful for the opportunity. Don't you
Oh,
understand?
I'm so grateful for you.
You see her like flip and fold the fan a little bit in her hand before closing it with a snap against her wrist. Now be on your way. Get me a new drink and bring it back over here before I have to tan your hide.
I will kill you. internal thought, not external. I'm gonna go get her fucking drink.
So you go to the table, grab a hold of a new cup, come back,
I'm gonna
pour her
spit in
some
it.
of her wine. you spit in it.
100%.
Give me a agile roll as you
And
attempt to
then mix
hide
it
the
with my
fact
middle finger just to
that
add a
you're-
little emphasis
that
there.
You're spitting into the drink. Go for
You
it.
said agile?
Yes, to see if you can hide it from any of the nobles involved in the room.
Ooh, that thing's not that hot.
Okay. So
Clearly, she doesn't have a good awareness because she didn't notice the lipstick. So
Exactly, right? She's fucking blind.
it's not necessarily she didn't notice it. She wanted the servant to take care of it on their own.
Yeah. Alright,
so
I'm not
you-
self-sufficient.
You go ahead and you spit this and mix it with your middle finger, bring it back to the table. As you're carrying it the entire way there is a besuited man sitting in the corner, kind of leaning against his chair. Just stares at you for a moment. You can not tell what he's thinking, very stony-eyed, watching you and watching the cup the entire way there. You get the feeling that he noticed what you did. Do you still give her the drink?
No! I'm gonna do the exact same thing and hope he doesn't notice.
See, you turn around and go back. At this point,
Yeah.
the lady is starting to get frustrated. Dear, what seems to be the problem this time? You don't seem to be able to find out how to pour a glass of wine?
Nope, completely incompetent. My apologies.
Yes, you are completely You should get a new servant, Edward. This one is
You really should.
broken.
There's so many great giant bug servants on Miocenis. You should try one of those.
Do you really lip off to her right now?
Well, Kiara can only hold so much in.
Never. Edward, you see the gentleman like next to her stand up with his can on the floor. Madam, you cannot speak to my wife like that.
God.
Hold on, I just gotta open up. I spit there. Gross. But I just did.
Don't see how this is. You need to
Do
be
you want
put
to fight?
in your place. You see him like step
Do it.
forward with his cane and go and raise it.
Do it.
The individual that is sitting in the corner booth and watched you the whole time moves forward, puts his hand against the guy's arm, says, "Oh, Edward, please just sit down. She does not know her place at the moment, certainly, but we've all had bad days, and I think that maybe we could give her another chance. But I will take care of her. Don't you worry. She will come with
I
me,
don't like that.
and we will make sure that we work out this business to the
I hate
best of our
everything about
ability.
this.
And I will send you up one of my personal servants to take care of you."
You really will do that, eh? Yes, that would be beneficial, this young one, and she cannot continue like this.
And the individual just turns and goes, "It's all right, Edward. Please." And he walks over to you. The individual stepping in your direction, give me an aware roll.
Also, you're totally channeling the walrus from the Walrus and the Carpenter on Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that was almost a crit.
It was almost a 1. It was
That
almost
is
a
a
crit.
20. Shoot, what was it? Yeah. You happen to see Leo Dunwile. He happens to be a magister in the Empire well, in the Empire, someone who's relatively high ranking, and seems to step towards you a little bit. Eyes appraising, standing about a foot taller than you. He looks down inside of a neatly tailored suit, clean and not too bougie. An individual who doesn't seem to care that much about outward appearance, but enough to be well put together. Looks at you. Excuse me, miss. I seem to see that you are not behaving as befitting your station, but I have to tell you that I've really enjoyed the display. Now, I think that we must away from here into a different abode in order to make sure that there isn't more of a scene, unfortunately. So if you will follow me, he puts his arm out with his elbow.
That's probably going to also raise some really weird, suspicious eyebrows at that point, because that's not how people would act in that situation. I'm going to take it and then just look back and, like, if I could give the finger to that lady, I would, but I don't want to make it worse.
So you look back and you kind of give a bit of a askance glance, and she just grabs a hold of her chest, huffing and puffing in the distance.
Oh, it's hard.
And Lord Dunwell kind of walks down the hallway with you. So, madam, what is your name?
Fuck. Fuck it. Elena.
Elena. Interesting name for someone such as yourself. Do I know you from somewhere?
I guarantee you do not.
Guarantee I do not. Well, then, Elena, why exactly are you chosen for this particular shipment? I mean, this is primarily a military organization.
Your guess is as good as mine. I was just placed here. I do not question where I go.
And what house has presented you as such? He opens up the door nearby into his personal little train car, basically, inside the airship, the little room.
Did my friend, not so friend, give me any fucking knowledge on where I am, who I am, or any alibi?
You're working for his house, so
Okay.
you were just a servant in the care of House Viero.
Okay, that's what I'll tell him.
Viero, eh? Scoundrels and thieves, if you ask me. So, what interest does Marcus have with Miocenis anyway? Just a backwater. None of his investments are out here.
I do not know. He does not tell me much. He tells me where to go, and that is about it.
Give me a charming roll, please.
Oh, fuck. I'm really good at those, guys. You get an 18? Fuck. That's not fair. That's not fair. I rolled a 20, but it wasn't on the thing. That's not fair.
You gotta roll it inside the tower.
That's not fair.
You didn't get a 10. So, you have a lot of negatives at the moment.
Yeah, I do.
You're still injured? No, your injuries are gone
Yeah,
now.
because I jumped off a fucking bridge, Ty.
You actually have healed by this point in time.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So you're back in prime.
That's still a 13 because I have a -3 to charming.
Can you change your health? For some reason, I'm not able to.
Yeah. What, 2?
27.
27? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Is my
fine.
other distractions also at 0 now?
Yes, I've already removed those for you. It's weird. For some reason, the health is locked for me. So,
You can't touch it.
can't touch that. So you happen to get a really bad roll. That's a 13.
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes, Now, dear. You and I both know that's not true.
He's looking for something. I do not know really what, but I'm bringing it back to him.
Really now? Where is this something coming from, if you don't mind asking? He gestures over to a lush divan seat nearby you can just sit down into.
Bougie. I, once again, do not necessarily know where it is coming from. I just know where it is going.
You're supposed to find the package on 13th and Canary inside of
He doesn't need to know
the
that.
city there. Yeah. Well, I tell you what. If you allow me to get a look at this package first, before you present it to whomever you are bringing it to, I could make it worth your while.
How so?
Oh, how's 100 silver sound?
Is it?
hard bargain, I see. Well, why don't you make me a counteroffer? I mean, you work for Marcus's house. Surely you know how to do these things?
10,000.
10,000. I forget sometimes the peasantry don't know the value of silver.
No, but I know that if there's any reason that you want this package, you would want it, and it would be worth quite a bit of money to you. So you want to try that again?
Look, I am looking but to snoop into Marcus's affairs. Just a vested interest in information, primarily. 10,000
Then I
is
guess
not
it's not
what's-
worth it to you.
It wouldn't be, no. But 1,000 would be.
5.
5,000 silver. I can see you run a hard bargain. You know what? Certainly. No. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I might take there before you. I'll spit on it and try it again.
I do not touch people.
Okay.
So, if you would then, shall we have drinks over this? Celebrate our working arrangement.
Sure.
You see him reach over, grab a crystal decanter, pour out a couple of cups, add a little piece of ice.
So
from
unnecessary.
grabs a piece of ice that is magically chilled inside of a small box nearby and drops it into the glass. You can see bubbles begin to form underneath that start rising up suddenly.
That's cool.
Enjoy. He clinks the glass to yours and drinks it down, and the scene starts to fade. We then see Kiara arrive on the airship dock in Miocenis, landing at Fort Mesa, one of the largest void ports, starports that exists on Miocenis. As you touch down, you're busy cleaning and wiping things off. As a servant, you're not allowed to leave to exit the ship until after everybody else has, and you must make sure that all the spaces on board are clean. The conductor, if you will, the individual who's creator that's hosting the flight, steps into the room as you're in the back with some of the other servants sweeping and mopping and dusting. All right, everyone. Everybody else is left at this point, and it is now time for each of you to take your leave. You have 4 hours, and then you must return at once. If you wish, you can sleep in the bunk when tired, but we will be about to make voyage once more after that. Everybody just kind of nods and shuffles the weary, world-worn trods of individuals who have been overworked, underpaid, and overdepressed for way too long. As Kiara makes her way off of the vessel into the broken train station, still under repairs nearby, you can see the green line, or no, the gold line train, the same one that Clay happened to be on in the very beginning of the show. You are now within the city and know that you need to go and receive a package from someone on 13th and Canary.
Is that way?
You start moving through the city a little bit, but you don't know where that is. So, do you wish to ask someone?
I'm sure it's a grid system like any city. I'll find it.
You just start wandering aimlessly. Give me an aware roll. We'll see how long it takes for you to find 13th.
7 hours.
14. So I will provide you with what the city looks like, just so you know what you're dealing with real quick. As soon as I can find it here. Right, it has to do 2 pages.
Ty, since I also healed up, does that mean my overload goes back down to 0?
Yes, your overload is back to 0. So this is Fort Mesa.
Oh my damn.
That's large. Much
is.
larger than I thought it would be.
It is an enormous city, yes. And the airport, the skyport, voidport, is here.
It's not very gridular.
No,
It's not. I definitely
No,
thought
it's
it
not.
was.
So with a 14, you begin searching. An hour passes, another hour passes, another hour passes as muck and mud start to get all over your servant attire, and the rain starts filtering down from the skies, and you see other airships moving about and individuals walking to and fro inside the city. Give me another aware roll.
Also, I thought I was given better clothes, like the option of choosing better clothes that I probably would have brought with me.
You
so I
do
don't
have them.
stain
You haven't switched into
servant
them yet.
clothes. That's fair. Oof. That's
All
not
right,
good.
with a 9. So you're moving through the city trying to find this, and you turn around a corner, and someone grabs you from behind. They grab
What
hold of your shoulder and go to twist you around. What do you do?
I'm gonna elbow them straight to the face. We don't play those games.
You twist
Pop
to
'em
elbow
straight in the
them
face.
straight in the face. Give me an agile roll as you attempt the attack.
And I'm sure it's gonna be someone I know, and it's probably not gonna end well.
You slam this individual in the face, and as you spin and realize that you've hit them, you see a peacekeeper, an officer of the law, that has grabbed a hold of your shoulder, and you hear, just as that swing is coming in, you hear, "Miss Vero," and you hit him right inside the face.
Do not ever sneak up on someone like that. What the fuck?
As you hit this peacekeeper in the middle of the street in broad daylight with your elbow, the scene fades to black as we go to our break for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you've been enjoying yourselves. We will be returning in about 10 minutes with more Dreams of Silver and Stone.
More crazy stuff.
Bye-bye now. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Roll for Chaos here with the other way around. Dreams of Silver and Stone here with Roll for Chaos. I was a little thrown off. Hi.
It could work either.
We've made it. We've returned from the other side of darkness, back into the light.
Hello from the other side.
Sending these photons that are us in our different spaces all the way through time and space to you.
Just
to
the
be
photons?
shining back out. It's mostly the photons in the auditory noises in digital format. So, last time we left, Kiara had punched somebody in the face. Well, we elbowed someone in the face.
Elbowed.
And we now return at the moment to Patchy. We see Patchy continuously inside of this small, nondescript cell, basically being forced to eat food he doesn't want to after a long period of time. Days pass, and then when he finally gets to the point where he's ravenous...
Hold on. Just a minute.
And he just disappears.
Sorry, the cat was getting into places that she shouldn't get into.
Is your girlfriend fucking with you?
No,
I totally did too.
It was chicken. I'm really sorry. It was chicken. I'm really sorry. She was just getting into places that she's not supposed to, and she was gonna kill herself. So I have to stop that. Never mind. Well, yes,
So,
I'm being tortured, and I have blood everywhere.
We see Patchy waiting days and days before getting to the point where you are instinctually ravenous and forcing himself to eat food that he doesn't want to eat again and again and again. And every time that he consumes it at this point, we see his eyes, his pupils widen, we see his vision change, and everything becomes brighter and more colorful as he is marched off and put in front of a chalkboard again and again and again, trying to rediscover whatever it was that they're trying to find. One of these days, Patchy, you're sitting inside the room and you're staring at the floor and you're staring at the ceiling. You've wasted away to mostly just skin and bones at this point. Temporarily, your strong is going to go down by 2. So if you'll put that where it's at.
Do you lift, bro?
How weak am I going to get? My strong is already -2.
Yep. So as you are sitting here and you can barely hold your head up, the food tumbles down into the room again, and you rush over to grab it, and it turns out to be a cat. You find yourself...
That was good. Then Felicia, we'd know where Felicia was.
Find yourself eating again, and you hear like someone calling out to you again. Patchy, all right, Patchy, it's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to work. As the door in the cell opens up again, you see it go from this cell into your laboratory or your study where you used to rest before you head out into the laboratory to work. And you see your apprentices there yet again, beckoning you to come back down to the lab.
Am I in another fucking dream?
I don't know.
What year is it?
37 EC.
Which year is that?
It's the same year it was last time you checked.
Okay. Crimson, what did I say last to you?
Last time you told me to stop being an idiot and make sure I don't blow things up. And
Okay. Remember that, you asshole. Okay,
Yeah.
so what are we doing?
Of course, I'll remember that. Yeah. So today we thought we would start working on the albedo properties of this concentration you're creating, and I mean we're trying to get through the fifth equation. Are you certain that we need Kaslav saliva for this?
Yeah. Is there any other way to do it?
Well, I don't know, but
There's Kaslav all over the place. Just go there. Just don't,
using saliva for everything though is just a little complex.
Not everything, just this one thing. It has the bio components or what the fuck ever.
Have you ever dealt with a
like
Kaslav before? I mean, how do we even collect that? You know, there's pheromones they put out. There's
just avoid their mind thing, and then you're good.
How do you do that though?
Oh, we have something against that. We probably do have something against that. Nibbler, find something against that.
Chemical compounds, something that'll help keep out mental influences. Yes. Let me see what I can.
I miss you, Nibbler. Also, you fidget tail. You know, if you do the whole blowing up the city thing later, they're gonna kill you all. So, like, don't.
We'll take that into consideration. Yeah. I sometimes worry that the amount of stress that you're under is going to cause your mind to snap. Fidget Claw says. She's like sitting there.
Who's stressed? I'm not stressed. What are you talking about? Stressed? I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed at all. Fucking this.
So, yeah.
Look,
I brought you.
The reason the fact that I'm stressed is the only reason I can see you all. So this is kind of a good thing. Do you want to exist? Huh?
Well, yeah, I'd love to exist. Existing.
Okay, then let me be stressed. Okay.
Right. Okay. So, what is the next ingredient? What is the next ingredient? Give me a brains roll.
Nova Sweat. Okay, fine. Brains roll.
Nova Sweat. All right, 14. So yeah, you were looking for a chemical component that will expand and increase the efficacy of this concoction. So you need something like potent blood.
Oh, potent blood. Yes. Potent blood of what?
Something very rich in iron and in aether concentration. You would normally at this point back maybe to Idolin, to that fluid that you found there, but you know that that's kind of out of reach.
Nah, we can't do that. You mean like elf blood or some shit like that?
I mean, it'd have to be a pretty powerful elf. You don't know of any Siandari that still exist, do you?
What was the Siandari? I'm sorry. I'm like you said, I'm stressed, so everything's not coming to my mind. Exactly.
Siandari, well, the first house, the lords and ladies of the monarchy, the purest bloodline of the elven faction. They grew wings sometimes.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, if we use that genome, do you mean that if we that changes the whole thing, we're gonna get wings too? That might be cool, but we should get back to halflings. Oh, get that one! It's hiding underneath the frame.
Oh, hiding under the what?
It's just going. Get her!
So, do you tell them that maybe they need Nova's blood then?
I mean, you all know. I don't think you guys will know Nova. Do we have anyone like? I'm sure in Miocenis there's one. How much do we need?
Well, we need only a couple of maybe a pint.
Wait, I had that on me earlier.
You had a pint of Nova blood on you?
No, I had a little bit of Nova blood. Maybe if I asked for my present self to get it to me because it was in my belongings, and then I can come back to the stressed self, and then maybe that way we can find it that way.
You see Crimson Mane turn, and he walks from the room and comes back with a little bag that has some supplies in it. You mean this?
Are those two fake, but you're real?
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that. Good job, Crimson Mane. I will celebrate you more if you don't end up being a genocider or whatever.
As you grab hold of your pouch full of some of the supplies you had before, obviously some of them seem to be missing. You do notice that the Kaslav pheromone that you had in there is completely gone.
Oh, how convenient! Okay, keep going.
You do happen to see the little remnants of a few remnants of saliva that haven't dried up into desiccated powder, and a little bit of the Nova blood is still in there.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's royal pure bloodline blood, I think. Wait, she's the royal pure bloodline. That's a conversation we'll have, I guess. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Use that one. Wait, wait. Will you actually be using it, or is the dream using it? Well, never mind. I guess in my dream I'll be doing something. There you go. Catch. Wait, no.
He grabs a hold of it.
Will it break?
Maybe.
Wait. I'm gonna find a rock. Catch. Throw it and see if it like goes through them.
You throw a rock at whom? Crimson Mane?
Yes.
It hits him. He stumbles for a second. Okay. What the hell, man?
I'm testing out a theory again. I'm gonna get another rock and quick, say a number. 8. All right, Nibbler, here you go.
Nibbler's like, wow, that hit hard.
Oh, don't be a drama queen. I didn't hit it that hard. I barely tossed it.
Well, I mean, I'm not accustomed to pain.
I'm sorry for everything that's gonna happen to you later.
What do you mean? Everything that's gonna happen. I don't understand.
No, don't think about it. Let's just enjoy this moment. Okay. Yeah. What are we doing? Oh yes. Here you go. Blood.
All right. So you take that. Give me another brains roll as you attempt to start adding in a concoction and creating another minor mathematical equation for your formula up there.
My God.
All right. So you
should I do an ace? This is what? How you guys should take better care of me because my whole thing is going down and down. Like, am I not eating well or something in prison?
You are not eating well in prison. No.
How am I at still -5?
Give me a magical roll now.
Ace that. Why not? Yes.
You're gonna ace the brains? Okay.
What the?
Same exact roll.
Fuck this. Okay, magical roll.
All right. As you're sitting there, you start to get the feeling that the world is not real. What you're seeing starts to warble and change slightly before coming back.
Oh, come on. No, don't go. Ah, shit. I knew that already.
Now, it comes back into display, but for just a split second, it starts.
Is this one of those, like, when you're dreaming, the moment you know it's a dream, it goes away?
Totally.
But I knew it was a dream all along. It doesn't work that way.
So, as you're standing there in that brief moment of clarity, staring up at the chalkboard, you see Vincier soldiers around you move over and grab a hold of the chalkboard and start dragging it away. As you look at it, give me one more brains roll. This one will be in clarity, so your distractions are gone temporarily. So that would be, an ace. 5, 6, 7, 8 is what you would get. No, it'd be 10. No, 5. 5, yeah, it'd be an 8. 8 is not very good.
I don't have any aces left, but
there's an ace for Magilmech to patch it.
Oh, there! Thank you so much.
Wow, that was incredibly nice.
What?
That's worse. That is a 6. Unfortunately.
I'm sorry, Magilmech. This guy's a dick and made me use all my aces earlier by giving me -5, so that's why I'm in this situation.
I didn't make you use those aces. You chose to.
Yeah, I was a -5 in all my fucking rolls.
Yeah, I know. You could have waited.
If it's a dream.
Oh yeah, did those aces really happen?
Yes, they still happen because you were still trying to do things.
But if it's a dream, it doesn't matter though, does it now?
It's not a dream, it's a hallucination. So as you're standing there and you see the board in front of you in clarity temporarily, you recognize that the board actually has the steps that you had been trying to accomplish a long time ago. The same steps that you had tried to accomplish before when you made those bombs that you didn't intend to make. And as they carted away,
But how do they know?
You're not
How do they know
certain.
I succeeded?
There's a redemption in the chat.
What? The Sill are suddenly distracted enough to give Patchy more time to scribble down the notes on the board. These weren't Sill. Anyway, I will say that I will change that from Sill to the Vincier because they have been causing hallucinations. I will give you one positive thing from this outcome since Agile Mike's trying to help so much.
Okay. Yes.
Patchy, the first things that come into mind are the Kaslov pheromone is missing. You recognize in that moment they have used it on you in an effort to make it so that you're more compliant. And you have just helped them finish creating the Rime Alcahest.
Assholes. Okay. So can I write something on the board?
You can write one thing, yes. What do you wish it to be, real quick?
Okay, now that I realize what's going on, I'm going to make a mental note on what I've changed on this new formula. Because, I was very close, so I could see what the difference is. And then I'm going to make a little minor tweak that will make this, whatever this is, not work and potentially deadly.
Okay.
But wait, do I know who's going to take it?
As you attempt to change it very
I'm not
rapidly.
a fucking brains roll! I hate these brains rolls. It's my most strongest thing.
That is a 5.
No, that's not a 5. That is a 10 because I no longer have my distractions.
Yes. All right. With a 10, it is possible someone will catch that and get through it, but it is currently.
They wouldn't know what I'm writing. They're dumb.
Okay. Anyway, so they take that and they move away, and you see Crimson Mane come over to you and look at you. Yes, Patchy, it's time for us to go back now and have some rest.
Fuck off.
Why would you say that to me?
Because you're the one who got me here. I
Well,
trusted you, asshole.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't get you here. You happened to get me here. I was just a kid.
What? I saved your life. If you're going to bring the kid part, I'm the one who saved your life. Then you came up here with your little tail tucked behind your legs, being like, "Oh my God, you saved my life!" And can I be? You were a hero, and can I come under you and work for you? You know what? I killed someone for the first time to save your life. You know that? That shit changes you, asshole.
I was very
Also, I'm not talking
thankfully-
about that time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this one, with the whole torture thing.
Give me a
Crimson Eye
aware.
is about to die. Crimson Eye is about to die.
Give me an aware roll, Sinan.
You've been a tool and you're always a tool. You used to be my tool and now you're their tools. Wait a minute. Aren't you in Stockfoot?
As you're sitting there, the aware roll is successful. You get a well, we need to actually remove some of those distractions. Hold on a second. So you look over him and you recognize the telltale signs that he is also in the midst of hallucination. You begin to think that Three Scar might be using these hallucinogens to create his army more amongst the individuals who might be unwilling.
Do I remember how to get out of the whole mind thing?
You'll have to make a tough roll, and we'll see if you can create a brew if you want to roll for chaos.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
That is not an 8. That is a 9 because my tough is a 1, and I no longer have the distractions you said.
Yes, they did not all go away. There we are. So with a 9, you think with the supplies around you, if you can get just enough time, you might be able to try to make something that'll help him, but you don't know how effective it'll be. Right now, with a 9, that means that there is a potential danger involved with the brew you make for Crimson Mane.
Instead of a brew, can I just suggest to him, because those with the suggestions, yo, Crimson Mane, you're under the effects of Kaslab brew or whatever. They're playing with your mind, you idiot.
Well, I don't understand. I mean,
Where are we? Where are we right now?
Well,
tell me. What are you?
We're in the lab, of course. We're trying.
This is not a lab. This is a cave, right? I think so.
This is a lab, actually. It's a sewer lab,
Okay.
but it's
Who
actually
else
very
is
well
around
stocked.
us?
You see other Skixen standing nearby, one of them wearing the outfit that Fidget always wore, Fidget Claw used to wear.
Oh, I'm gonna
And,
kill you for wearing that, you asshole.
He snapped out of it. You see them start grabbing weapons and moving towards
Oh,
him.
no, Fidget, I am gonna kill you. I told you to not wear that lab. It has a stain on it.
Give me a charming
we are
roll as
professional
you
and Sears.
attempt to trick them into thinking you're still under the effects of the concoction.
With a charming.
Yep. Oh, nice. And then they look at you and go, "Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I wore this." And you see Fidget start like wiggling their hand over and over again.
My God, I told you all the time. We are professionals. We need to look good for our Supreme God Emperor 3 Scars.
Oh, 3 Scars. We're working for Red Eye.
Yes, but 3 Scars the cooler guy, don't you think?
That's a weird pivot for you, but yeah, we appreciate that.
Nah, I've just been thinking about it a lot, in these prison cells. It's just 3 Scars. He's a cool dude. He's cool. He's got what it takes, he can roll the Aether Spear next, if we top the Empire. Yeah, he's cool.
I mean, the whole plan is just to take back Miocenis. I wasn't really thinking the long term. I mean, I hadn't considered that we'd have to fight the entire Empire.
I mean, yeah, well, once we take Miocenis, what's next? They're going to want to take it back, so we got to go there. And it's going to be really sad because a lot of these mid-seers, I know how 3 Scars worked. He's going to use almost all of them as cannon fodder like he always does, so most people here is going to die. But you'll be fine, Nibbler, because, we're the ones who are working on technology, so they won't use us. They need our brains, but you see all these soldiers around? They're going to die. Probably because they're usually going to use these guys for shock troops. That's what they do.
For the cause, anything, even our lives, are the biggest sacrifice we can give to our kind. That way, it's a better future for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked Red Eye's vision at first because we were gonna change ourselves back to the whole way we were as halflings and partially, and then show them how with technology we can actually be superior, and then start diplomatic talks. And I already heard a lot of people in the Empire actually pissed off about it as war crimes, so they're trying to change it all. And we were gonna do it diplomatically and protect the lives of the Skixen. But once we take Miocenis, it's gonna be the logical next step. And it's a lot of them are gonna die. And we're gonna need a lot of Skixen. So next thing you know, they're gonna chat. They're gonna do these very, very authoritarian breeding things to get even more Skixen to do the whole thing. It's gonna suck for all. But we're gonna take it back. He's gonna be the next Aether Sphere God Emperor. I'm writing it here. If this doesn't come true, you can call me a liar. Yeah.
Okay.
3 Scars, cool guy. Yeah. I'm really sorry, though. I like that one guard there. He's probably going to blow up in a landmine. It's going to be painful.
He's still not feeling well, is he? No, I don't think so. So,
in those wars, during those battles, usually limbs always get pop out because the bullets they got are really bad, and a lot of them die very slowly. It sucks.
So, Silverback, what do you attempt to do now that you have convinced the guards you're still in the middle of your hallucinations?
I'm just gonna try to freak them out about the future of this whole endeavor. I mean, it's not working at all.
It's not working. All of them are fanatics.
All right, well, okay, let's go back to this. I'm gonna change the whole thing again and make it all not work. But I'm also gonna say I need components to make the whole transformation brew.
So what components are you looking for?
The one that's gonna make the thing, the polymorph thing. I bet they don't know how it's made.
It's true. I mean, you're still trying to figure it out. So
I'm gonna ask for that, but I'm also gonna change the whiteboard quite a bit.
All right. Well, they have as you move back, you see that they've replaced the whiteboard with a fresh one. So you proceed to start working on that, and after a while, what is your intention? What are you attempting to do right now?
Delay, get components that don't really matter for this, but for other things that I could use to get out of here potentially while they're not looking.
Okay.
Also, but I'm going to say that the components that I'm going to use for the polymorph thing is actually something I need to stay fresh, and it's going to like keep my mind going. So it's going to look like, useless, but they're probably going to let me take it to the cell, I'm hoping. Because it's,
So give me...
it's so I can think right.
Give me, you choose your approach to do this. You try to charm your way into it? Are you trying to outthink the opponents? Are you
I'm
gonna
out-logic them. I'm going to basically tell, if they try to talk me out of this, I'm going to be like, you don't know how this works. You're an idiot.
So you...
Nibbler, I told you this how many times? Wait, are you not Nibbler? Because Nibbler would know this.
So you happen to have some knowledge that some of the other ones may not have. So I will let you use a brains roll and see if you can convince them to provide you materials that you might be able to bring back with you. An 11 is not going to do it. I would say that they'll give you enough materials to make one very simple brew.
I'm going to make a polymorph potion, and then I'm going to try to slip it underneath my fur somehow. I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to create a small potion, and you're going to hide it amongst yourself in some way. A small round vial will disappear within your body space.
Hey, I made a cauldron appear out of nowhere. How is this impossible?
That doesn't happen anymore at the moment. But yes, you will. I didn't say it was impossible. I was just making an innuendo. Anyway,
I was sure it was going to go in your butt.
So you...
I was thinking about that, but I was trying to avoid that bit. But,
so
if I have to.
You create a potion, and you ferret it away on yourself, and you sneak back to your cell. And when we return to you, you'll get to use that and see what the outcome is. So we move from here back over to Kaizen. Kaizen, you are walking through the marsh, heading back in the direction that you felt that Nova was, and your little bee friend is behind your shoulder. You've been marching for a couple of hours, and as you're coming across the hillside, you see Nova and Clay cresting another hill, coming around some mushrooms, and they turn and see you.
Yay. Running down the hill.
As Kaizen comes running down the hill towards you, Nova, you can see wisps of shadow and light flicking off of Kaizen's form, and there's a small bee that's just floating and following him.
I like to imagine just like the slow motion, them running towards each other, and then Clay wants to just throw a rock just to make sure like they are physically there. It's not a vision. I think to imagine just like the record scratch of like the running towards each other, just like throw a rock.
You get hit with a rock suddenly.
Ow! Oh, thank goodness. No, sorry. I just listen. That being an illusion wouldn't be not even the weirdest thing happened today.
You haven't seen me in months, and that's my new friend is the number one thing.
I didn't know it's you first.
That's Pip.
Can I see the bee as well? Or is this just an eternal thing?
It's a bee. It's just a little bee there floating around.
Okay. First and foremost, I have to get this out of the way. Can you hear him, or can you just talk to him because it talks to me?
I can talk to bugs anyway.
Yes, you can. So you speak to the bee.
Hello, bee.
Oh, hello there, you. You look like... Are you? No, I don't know you.
I'm Nova, and you're a bee. I can hear him. Nova.
And can you hear Pip?
Can I
You
hear
just see a little bee.
Okay, can we give Clay a bone here? I mean,
no, this is perfect. This is perfect.
He just never knows. It's always one-sided conversation.
Listen, this makes more sense than me being able to understand it for today. So I cannot, but I'm sure it sounds adorable.
I mean, it does.
Okay. So there's something I have to get out of the way too.
You're the friends that's supposed to meet with the Kaizen.
Yes.
Them, yes.
Hello, friends! We did it! Success! It's a quest. We have one quest.
You see the bee
He's
just start
very
spinning
happy.
around in the air.
He asks a lot of questions.
It's adorable. So what's with this ominous, wispy eternal essence you've got going on, though?
Yeah, the eternal essence we can both see. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Long story. Could you just give me one moment? And I think in my head, Pip.
Yeah?
I need you to relay a message for me to my friends. Could you do that for me?
Yes.
Marvelous. Okay, I need you to tell them that I've gotten some mechanical beastie lady named Sylvia who can see through my eyes, so be careful of what I see. And that's a long story we'll go into later, but I have to do some things. And then please let them know about Moz. And also, not the least, there's also Abraxas and Aiden in here, who is a god of light and death and kind of a yin and yang. Again, I can explain later. First and foremost, just please tell her something's watching through my eyes, so mum's the word.
Abraxas responds to you in a negative manner, upset that you would make it so black and white, so, not right for what he actually is.
Well, you didn't really give me a lot of description, did you?
I could have come up with something better than that.
What are you gonna say? What do you call yourself? God. Well, you see what I've got to go on here. Anyway, Pip, if you could do that, please, and Abaxis, if you could just shut up for a moment, please.
Yes, of course. Woo-hoo.
You see him fuzz over, and you see this little bee flying towards you, straight at your face, Nova. It lands on your shoulder, and then crawls up your neck and up to the edge of your ear, and then it just whispers in your ear.
So yeah, there's monsters inside Kaizen's head, and a robot lady is trying to control him at the same time, and it's very confusing. I wonder if there's enough space left in there for thoughts. I wouldn't have them if I had them, because I am a bee and I have a little brain, and there's not a lot of room for thoughts.
I'm sure you have great thoughts.
Oh, thank you. Mostly I think about flowers.
That seems right.
So,
I like
he
flowers.
told me to whisper this in your ear, and now I gotta go do your friend.
You see the bee just right over and land inside of Clay's ear suddenly.
Right. Aw.
It's just
Yeah.
buzzing very loudly in your ear.
Yeah, totally.
Flies out and flies back over towards Kaizen.
So if you could relay that, Nova, that would be great. Thanks.
Really, what? I got the message.
So,
Just gonna pull Clay and whisper in his ear. The buzz is there's a right? Funny. There's a monster inside of Kaizen's head and a robot.
Is this different? Oh, of course, sure. All right. Also, I've been trying to figure out how to say this. Maybe this is not the right time. I would like to apologize for how I kind of acted around you when we first met. When I've realized I'm I'm a petty thief. I did not realize that your world. You are doing, actually, considering all of the madness around you, very well. And I'm sorry for being so judgy.
Oh, are you
So-
having a psychotic break, Clay?
Just tell the bee I appreciate the attempt, and we're just gonna keep going, and let me know if there's anything I could do to help, other than lying to other people or shooting at them. Others than I.
Do you need a hug?
Sure.
Just gonna go ahead and give him a big old squeezer.
She gives you a hug and squeezes you tight, and as you're standing there, you feel like the sensation of the bee land on the back of your hand.
Yeah, I can't just.
You look at it, you see it. You see the
Get
bee
on
just
in
like
here.
laying there with its wings out.
Just get on in here, yeah. Thank you.
Kaizen, come here.
Thank you, bee.
Be your friend.
Oh, just be
Okay.
careful, don't squish the talking bee.
Aiden tells you yes, they need hugs, and Abraxas just makes a disgusted noise.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to make my own decisions, damn it. And I go over and I wrap my arms around them and say, so, how was your last 6 months?
Very domestic. How about you?
I went adventuring with Nohu. By the way, I can't find him. He disappeared in a cave. I don't know.
No,
he's
he's
probably-
now a pirate.
Well, he's probably off fighting a galactic king alongside a robot or a dragon.
He's apparently a pirate.
The chosen dragon.
That was my second guess.
The chosen of the dragon has joined the sparrows. That is what Maz says to say.
The chosen of the dragon has joined the sparrows.
Sparrows.
Right. And
Well,
that's
okay.
Wait, Maz? Like the Batar lady that was daughter of the one lady that was on the ship that I can't remember her name.
Maz Batar, yeah.
I never met Maz, but her mom was on the ship that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
This is all getting very complicated.
You're telling me you should.
Avara.
Hey,
You should hear the conversations in my head.
Her name was Avara Batar.
Avara, that's right. Pretty sure she died.
No, she's in prison.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay,
It's awkward.
so... Shall we?
I don't even know.
Do you know where anybody else is?
No. We should go find Patchy and Kiara.
Do we have any idea?
Very clear to me right now. We should go back to Stuckfoot.
You should
We have a picnic, and then we should go find Patchy, who I'm sure is also connected to
There's
the dragon.
Been sear in my bed.
Right. See you in your bed. You have a bed?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's in Patchy's basement. We had to get rid of like the half-melted Imperial people, but it
Why
was
are you living
easy.
with Patchy?
No,
Why
Patchy-
We're not, don't worry. He's off captured by the Vinsir. It's all very logical when you think about it.
Insulting. I don't know. Do you think I should call a person based on their appearance? And if you think their appearance is bad looking, like it's covered in patches, is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing?
He's
Are they
self-identified as
patches?
Patchy.
Oh, he made his name Patchy on purpose. I think that's a decision.
So, not to interrupt you, you're very cute. Do we know where Kiara is?
No!
One probably, hopefully on their way, but who fucking knows?
So Patchy's got, so you have a bed in the Vinsir is in the basement.
And Clay and I have
Wait,
been.
where have you been?
And
Alright.
we need to go to a picnic.
What?
It's all very clear. Kiara's probably back on Avalon. We've been co-parenting. Patchy's back with the Vinsir, and we have a Vinsir in the basement, but not who was, I'm pretty sure, the main antagonist to Patchy's story, but now is kind of on Patchy's side. And of course, there's all of the things going on with everything else.
It's really
Are
easy
you okay?
and get your head wrapped around it. God.
You seem a little worked up. Do you want to sit and meditate for a moment?
That's very sweet.
Thought I would throw it out there.
Again, it all makes perfect sense when you don't think about it.
Okay, I'm just not going to think about it. So
That's
you
usually
do.
my-
You do.
Oh, no. No. We did. I mean, not that anything wrong with your bare hands.
No,
up.
I mean, if you didn't remember it though, how would you know, right?
We had different beds.
I don't think I forgot mourning my wife.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
Okay, sorry to put a damper on the whole. Yeah. So.
And
but-
I have a boyfriend somewhere in outer. I'm not technically,
you.
but I'm really hoping that someday, I mean,
Sure.
it's fine.
Yeah.
For you, yes.
Why
Oh,
does this get more and more uncomfortable the more we speak?
All right.
Stuckfoot.
Then.
Stuckfoot.
You stuck foot. Yes. It's so good to see you guys.
Everybody
Nice to see you.
Delight.
continues ambling as they're turning away and walking back towards Stuckfoot as we hear their voices kind of fade into the distance, catching up, describing scenes, the things they've been through. Obviously, Kaizen remembering a bunch of adventures that he'd gone on with Nohu. Until
Oh.
you mentioned the place that you went to. and the fact that there was some sort of robotic woman there that kind of
Yeah. So
Oh,
what? Oh,
Or
you
your
got my
owl.
out. Thank
I
God. I
think
was
it's an
wondering where it
owl.
went.
it's
Where
not
is
an
it?
owl. I guess it's a bird.
Oh.
What did I do with that?
It's in your bag.
It's in your bag. Yeah. He died.
No. Hello.
You have to wind it.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
You see it just flies up in the air and gets ready for orders again.
Friend. Story time. When I lost Know Who.
Delay that just 1 second. Tell it to go find Patchy, the bird. Tell the bird because the bird found me. Tell it to find Patchy. And Dean.
Recipient.
Patchy. Silverback.
Silverback, yes.
Silverback. Last known location.
Miocenis.
Yeah.
Miocenis is too large in an area.
Near Stockfoot.
Last location near Starkfoot. Information to be provided.
Actually, we are at Stuckfoot. It's me and Clay and Kiara. Come meet us.
Come, Crimson Mane is bleeding in my bed.
Wait, maybe we don't want that to be said wherever Patchy is?
Delete last message.
Message deleted. Please provide new message.
Son of a bitch, we had to start all over again.
Interesting message.
We're
Delete message.
Message deleted. Please enter new message.
We're just pushing buttons like boomers on like Skype.
I tell you, these voice-activated gizmos, they never work the way you wanted them to. Oh, sorry, delete that
Message
message.
accepted. Message deleted. Please insert new message.
We are in your old home. Come find us.
Wait, are we coming to go there, or are we gonna have them come find us?
Message accepted.
We're not good at this.
Delete message again?
Message deleted. Please insert new message.
Somebody else go.
Cancel message.
Message cancelled. Deactivating.
Okay, let's maybe get our story straight.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think we want to, because we're under the understanding that Patchy's captive, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think we want to tell them we're on our way, or that, and also saying come find us is very unhelpful and probably mean-spirited, to be honest.
I didn't think about it. I mean, to be honest,
Okay.
I just really
Good
hope
point.
that he's not there. I hope he's kidnapped. I guess that sounds horrible, but I hope he didn't just go and do the thing. I'm conflicted.
Okay, so
Should we try Kiara instead?
I wish
Yes.
he's on this planet.
let's do that.
Maybe, but perhaps it'll tell us if she's on this planet.
Bird.
You have to wind the key to start it.
Rewind it.
Activated. Please provide recipient of message.
Kiara?
Tiara. Last known location.
Avalon?
Nearest Aether ship port.
Oh, there you go.
Not known.
The nearest Aether ship port, you know where it's at, Clay.
GPS.
Yeah.
So the nearest, you already know that Fort Mesa is the nearest.
Oh. Okay.
Fort Mesa.
Lord Mason accepted. Please provide message.
Kiara, it's Clay. Also, of course, Kaizen and Nova were attempting to figure out if you're still in Avalon or not. We are in Stuckfoot. Patchy's probably captured by the Vincier, so we're gonna try and get you and also do a breakout. Please be on. Please don't be on Avalon still. Please, please.
Message link.
Message link exceeded. Hearing message.
You can cut off some of those pleases at the end.
Just leave it the way it is.
Message complete. Ready?
So,
Yes.
Yeah, go.
So you see that thing just go flying off in the direction of Fort Mesa.
Now, Pip. Do you have any idea where our friend may be?
Your friend? Which friend?
Yes. Patchy.
Patchy.
Mm-hmm.
That is a strange name.
You're telling
We
me.
went over this, Pep.
Someone named Patchy. Mods, where's Patchy?
He's stuck in the
person.
Vincier area, and you need to go get him
Yes.
right now.
Someone on a continent very far away named Patchy.
Oh my god! A continent?
Yes. He's all the way on the western continent. Is there someone else named Patchy?
Is it Silverback?
Oh, is his name not Patchy? It's Silverback?
It's
Oh,
both.
that's two names.
It's both of the things.
Either or.
One's an alias.
Mods, are they now looking for someone named Silverback? Yes, they don't seem to be able to make up their mind. No,
I think
know
briefly
it's
Inky or
inconvenient,
something like
but
that,
only
if I remember.
temporarily inconvenient. You know, you told me to come here and watch these people, and I'm just trying to do my job. Yes, I'll tell them that. She says, I am not a messenger service. But I will
Well, then
help
tell her-
anyway.
Oh, good.
She seems very agreeable. This
And,
Moss.
There is a Silverback north of Fort Mesa.
Oh! Look
okay.
at there! We're going in the same direction for both of our friends, hypothetically speaking.
Shall we head toward Fort Mesa?
There is a
Stop
town
foot
north
first.
of
Oh,
Fort
stop
Mesa.
foot
I have
first.
We
been there.
have to go to the picnic.
Great.
You
You
know,
have.
The queen of my hive came from the area north of Fort Mesa. It smelled like socks all the time.
Like clean socks from the dryer?
No, like ratty socks that they could fill with flies.
Ew.
It
Why
seems
would-
like they had a factory there, some sort of thing that made lots and lots of sheets of white wood.
The leveler.
I don't know. Don't know what that is, but I'm sorry, that's all I know. I know that that place is a small town.
Well, thank you for letting us know, Pip, and your direct connection to this Maz Dragon lady person is very convenient.
So
Hold on.
convenient.
So we gotta go
Hey,
to Stuckfoot.
Does the bee know how I'm gonna die? Is that the thing? Like, can they see the future?
Nobody can see the future or see how people are going to die in a way that will actually remain that way forever, because every time you look at the future, it changes.
The
It's
bee-
changing. Let's go.
The bee says
Great.
that you'll die old and happy.
That's what
That's
it said.
not
Yeah.
That's not-
exactly what
that
I
doesn't
said.
seem to be what the
Why
correct
I
thing
don't
to-
know.
That's
There's
what it
no
said.
important reason to lie right now. You can know the truth.
No, he can't.
It's
He's
very,
going crazy.
it's very optimistic bee. We'll see.
So we have to go
I might
to a
get eaten by a
picnic
dragon or something.
We have to go to the picnic.
before we go save our friends.
Yes.
This is a very important
okay.
picnic.
Kaizen, have you never had a family commitment?
They have kind of happened all at once and never at all.
All right. Well, this one's happening tomorrow, so
Brownie made us. We promised.
it's a promise.
And
Okay.
the
Okay.
poor thing's been through enough. Oh! I never thought I'd say this in a gleeful manner, but maybe we could send Brownie to the orphanage.
The one that hates elves. No, I think I'm okay. I don't want her to. I don't want
She's
her.
not an elf.
I know. Okay. That doesn't make it okay. I don't want her to be in an environment that's no better than where I grew up that teaches, hate. I mean, like, it seems happy enough, but I think Stokefoot's a better place. They don't, hate people because of, who they were born to my knowledge at the very least.
You also don't know if the Empire's coming back.
Also, the Empire was born in it, and they don't particularly like the Empire, so it's really not that much different.
I mean,
Throwing it
I
out
just-
there.
Dwarves, elves, do they hate mommy or daddy? Either way, it's very awkward for Brownie.
it's just, I don't know. I mean, it seems safe, and the kids seem happy. I just, the way the scary Skixon with the axe talked is a lot of the people that raised myself and Kiara talked. And that's not something I want for anyone growing up.
I know
Okay.
he was screaming at me that he hated me, but I got a good vibe off of him.
We got very different vibes. I don't know. I mean, I think what I would prefer is to say, hey, if things are dangerous, this is a safe place. Don't listen to the sticks in with the axe. But
We're compromising. We're such good parents.
right, that's a whole okay. We're gonna go to Stuckfoot now. All right.
So
One
everybody
step at a
heads
time.
back
Yes!
along the
Get out of the
road,
way.
moving back to Stuckfoot, and we switch scenes to
What-
Kiara.
Oh,
Do you have something you need to do real quick?
well, I think we totally cut like Kaizen off from doing his story. But what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to fill us in on that just for a second?
Sure, it's probably vital information to know.
Great.
We ended up in a MILF, you know, like you do when you're with Nova. Nova? No who?
Excuse me.
You end up
So
in MILFs when you're
sorry.
with Nova.
Freudian slip, of course.
I mean, no judgment still, but
So we found a very old ruin down there, and there was a fountain and a few things, and we were exploring and going deeper and deeper into the MILF. And he got away from me somehow and ended up clear on the other side of the compound. And then these horrible robot things came that were very hard to kill, mind you. I only got one down, and he started to fight something. And then there was a loud sound, and he was silent, and there was nothing more. So I don't know, but apparently he went and became a pirate, and then came, and she wants me to deliver something, but it's all I'm at liberty to discuss at the moment.
I feel like you're describing No Who's death.
And
That's what I thought too, but the bee says
Nova-
otherwise.
Nova, you fought the Sill. You know what the Sill are, and his description
I do.
reminds you of their technology.
That sounds like the Sill,
Yeah, it had to hit it in the abdomen area. It was the only way to really
classic
take it down.
still. Mm-hmm.
right? Do you
It
know
did
this
say its
Sill?
name was Sylvia, so
Just
Ooh.
opening a clue.
It's really on the nose.
No clue.
The Nyria is the lady that we were fighting.
You hear both Aiden and Abraxas like angry yell inside your head.
Nyria was a Sill Lord lady that tried to take over everybody and destroy everything, but was defeated by Maz and her. Actually, I guess I don't know any farther than that because I was gone.
apparently there's a difference of opinions.
What's that?
Apparently there was a difference of opinions. It's very
I
loud.
heard you.
Oh.
I mean, what are you talking about?
The different
Abraxas
voices
seems to
in
think that it
Kaizen's
was
head seem to not get
he
along.
who killed Nyria with the help of some others.
Who, he?
Yes, Abraxas.
Oh, oh my god, yeah, they hated each other, man. They were like,
I hear that. Yeah, really hear that. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Even Aiden's not too fond of him, and he seems kind of like a nice guy, not gonna lie.
What? What are you saying? What are you saying, Sanat? What you got?
a cow who killed this
I don't even know. I wasn't
Yes!
I'm the one who was like.
It was
I
Abraxas that made her
love it.
vulnerable, though.
I even made a dumb joke while killing her.
I
Love
wasn't there.
He doesn't give a shit, he's taking credit.
Nova doesn't know.
I disappeared into time. Also, I don't think Cal ever came looking for me. That's all I'm saying.
Not so hard to
I owe
get
you
you.
nothing.
Even though apparently boyfriend.
No! Stuckfoot!
We're on our way.
All right,
Oh,
so
good.
Kaizen fills you in as much as possible as you head there, and we do fade to black and change scenes. We see Kiara, elbow just made contact, smashes this officer in the side of the face. You see the nose like crush and blood spray off the side. Kind of spins around after saying your name, staggers away a little bit. Oh, what was that for?
When you put your hands on someone from behind, is that just what this is for? You don't do that!
Yeah, I just was grabbing your shoulder so I could turn. So you could
Presence behind me.
Elena, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. What are you wearing?
It was all that I could find.
Give me a brains roll real quick.
Yeah, I don't like this situation that I'm in. The fact you called me Elena. Oh! Woohoo!
Nat 20. Nice.
That was the most adorable noise I think you've
So,
ever made.
with a
Thank
nat
you.
20, you get to choose. Either you have the option to remember events that occurred during the 6 month at this time. They'll filter back in when they are necessary.
Oh, okay.
Or this individual has a very positive relationship with Kiara.
With Kiara or Elena?
Well, with Elena. He wouldn't know Kiara.
Yeah. I just need to get my friends. We're gonna go with the positive relationship. I don't. I've already been
Alright.
told enough that if I need to learn more, it's gonna be bad shit anyway. So I don't want it.
So it's Lieutenant Kale Rin. So Kale is somebody that has been off and on again trying to assist and support you on Avalon while you were going through moments of difficulty thinking and seeing clearly. When you had kind of escaped and nearly fallen off of a bridge, this individual stopped you from doing so. And
A different
escorted you-
time when
a
I
different time,
escaped and
yes.
fell off of a
Well,
bridge.
that
Cool.
was accidental versus your on purpose jump off. the
Sure,
bridge.
sure, but I have
Um,
apparently a history of bridge jumping. So.
There's a lot of bridges
thing.
in Upper Avalon, Upper
fine.
Albion. There's a lot of causeways. There's a lot of really big dips and drops. You don't want to be up there when you're not in the right mindset. So this individual has supported you at various times, stopped you from being harmed by other nobles, and described your condition. Worked as basically a beat cop in the section of Albion where you previously lived, and was actually restationed about a month and a half ago to Miocenis because of the extenuating conditions here. Things have been escalating, so they sent more forces down, and he was somebody that was drafted to move. So seeing your face and seeing that, he just like rubs his nose. You got a really mean elbow.
I'm really just afraid of people coming from behind me. I need to be on guard. I understand it's for safety.
True, but I know I'm actually taken aback. I've never been hit by you before, and you have a pretty solid swing. So,
Can never be too careful.
Oh, gift subs!
thank you for the
Woo!
gift subs.
And also +1 to your next roll, GM.
I need to move that alert box. There, now it's not on.
I got zombies in
It's
my
his
face.
There we go. Moved him. So, aces for everybody. Everybody gains
Woo!
an ace, by the way, from McSherry.
Thank you.
And at this point, he looks over you. So, what are you doing here, Miss Farrell? This is a very dangerous location. Are you on business for Aurora?
I am. I was just sent to go grab something. Actually, maybe perhaps you could help me find where I'm supposed to be going.
Oh, yeah, anything. What is it? Where are you looking for?
13th and Canary, right? Yes.
13th and Canary. You're on the wrong side of the city. How come you?
Of course.
There's this semicircular type of layout for the city that it's
See,
complicated.
I'm
Well,
under the impression it was a grid, and apparently that is just not correct.
well, I mean, in a way, but it's like 4 concentric circles that all expand outwards in alphabetical and numerical order. Each one of them is in a separate section of the city, so it gets a bit confusing. But they're all based on
Yes.
various things. I mean, birds is one of the circles, so that's where we're going.
Oh. Definitely not in the bird circle, as I can see looking up the street sign. That's probably not a bird name.
No. So you turn and walk with him, and he just starts escorting you through the city a little bit. So how have you been? How's your condition? Has it been improving?
I have not fallen off of any bridges. I have not fallen off of any bridges.
Well, that's good. That's positive. I mean, there's a lot of risk of that. Every single year, it's something that consists of many accidents. Usually, individuals who've imbibed too much or taken some illicit substances, that kind of thing. So speaking speaking of which, last time we met, you happened to drop something I couldn't get back to you, and he reaches into his pouch and hands out a small purse of yours.
Oh. What's inside?
You look inside, and inside you happen to see
Pistol.
there's a dagger in there. There's an aether torch, so it's like a flashlight. Caltrops flask full of liquid of unknown substance. There's a small zipline grapple hook, something created in the noble sector. It's actually
I was
very
thinking like a
notable.
coin purse.
Yeah, same, but apparently not. I
this
had
is
Mary
a-
Poppins' goddamn bag on me.
This is actually a very thin reel of highly versatile part mithril chain that is attached to this hook. Magnification glass, a couple of ritzy soaps that you can smell the perfume off of from here. Very pleasant smells. And some sort of powdery substance inside of vials.
Pocket sand. Got it.
Pocket sand, yeah. So you look at those, and he's got those things in there. There's also a pile of silver inside. You don't know how much it is at the moment. You'd have to count it.
Thank you. I'm just gonna tuck it away in my probably soaked, disgusting
Yep.
clothes.
Very worn clothes covered in
Actually-
dirt and detritus.
Can I just? Is there like? I'm sure there's an alleyway somewhere, right?
Well, of course.
I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna jump in an alleyway behind a dumpster and change.
You like move into an alleyway behind a trash bin. You see him come over there and like put his arms out and spread out his shoulders a little bit and try to give you some privacy. As you switch into more common attire that's for rugged outdoor weather, and you don't look like a servant anymore. You step from behind the alleyway carrying your bag and stuffing the last vestiges of the old outfit into the bag as well. And he goes, "So, she been treating you okay?"
I would like to use inconclusive insight if I can be honest with this man.
You believe that you can.
Interesting.
He seems to be a good man who got into peacekeeping for the right reasons.
Weird. No. I'm gonna just test the water with a singular no and see what happens.
No. I mean, there are rumors on occasion. I'd be remiss to say that I didn't worry about you and the people in the household on occasion. But, you know, everybody there kind of has their own... It's just not how the way the world works. I can't make those kinds of... the kinds of changes I want to see. You know. Are you okay?
It was concerning when the first thing I remember when I come to is a servant telling me to, that they are genuinely afraid of her. That was concerning, to say the least.
The rumors out there about the Painted Lion are numerous, to say the least.
Is one of them that just straight up kills people, like a mercenary kind of thing? Because I just have this weird feeling inside of me that if it wasn't me, she would maybe find me on the street of Avalon and kill me or something.
That's not even an assumption. That's her job.
That's concerning.
The more concerning parts are the people that
Oh, there's a more
disappear.
concerning part. Of course there is.
People that disappear that her house has a vested interest in removing.
In a surely hypothetical situation, no. Is the odds of her finding someone that she maybe has a vested interest in, who maybe have, slighted her in some way, but are assuming very high?
Yeah. There's a reason why she's feared. She doesn't have any enemies openly.
I feel like most people have enemies.
I mean, all the ones that come to light seem to have accidents or fall out of favor with the Empire or just disappear.
Great. And there's no safe house that we know of to keep people from her for whatever
She's
purpose that
a
could be.
master tracker. That's her organization. So, I don't know one. Here's your...
Can I check the purse he gave me to make sure there isn't a tracking device in it now? Not that I'm paranoid or anything.
give me an aware roll.
Okay. No.
You don't find anything.
Okay, cool, great.
He immediately starts digging through your bag. You see the officer standing there. Elena, we're here, by the way. Here's the address. Little
Right.
shop, nondescript.
Perfect.
Well,
I appreciate your help.
it's a pleasure. If you need me, I'm at Precinct 13. You can head down there and just ask for me, and I'll help you out any way I can. I gotta go do some training for some cadets today. I'm gonna take some time. But
I'm gonna hand him a couple silver out of the bag. 'Cause I don't.
well, thanks. He takes them and looks at him and goes, "You know what? You should keep them. I have a feeling you're gonna need them more than I do."
Why?
You obviously don't have a very strong relationship with the Painted Lion. Not as strong as I thought. Things seemed to be last time I saw the two of you together. And
Fair.
just saying, any help that you might need, I will try to do the best I can. And I would just say, be careful and do things in a way that doesn't raise ire.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. He tips his
Keep
head,
safe.
taps his hat, and turns and walks out.
Oh, and NPC gonna die somehow. I know it.
I was just gonna say, I feel like this is.
I like him, so he gonna die in some war or something. I'm going to the shop and find.
So you walk up
whatever
to
his name's in the package.
a small umbrella shop, basically.
Oh, cool.
And there's a little old lady behind the counter, and she's just sitting there knitting away as you walk in. Oh, hi. Are you looking for a nice umbrella today?
Was I given like a passphrase or like
Yeah,
a secret
just
handshake?
make up a word that is the passphrase. It doesn't matter what.
Chinchilla.
Chin-
Which I cannot say in a
Oh.
French accent, so I don't know why I chose that word.
Shin. It would be shin.
Shin. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can't. Then it just turns British, so I can't do that.
Shin. Shin.
Oh, yes. Lady Golden Rose. One moment. You see her like turn and go down and reach underneath the counter and pull up a little briefcase and put it on the counter. Here it is, in pristine condition. I have not harmed it in any way, and I'm sure you will need this in the future for any additional work to do on the West Wing. And it's in good shape. I promise you. My construction agent is very good at his job.
Can I open it? What the fuck is?
It's a briefcase currently locked.
She knits umbrellas.
Yes. No. She knits as a hobby. The umbrellas are in the shop.
Because there's some shitty umbrellas. Well, I would prefer you open it so I can make sure everything's packed and in
Oh, I
proper
was-
working order.
Told not to open this.
And I'm telling you to open it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shake down an old
She
lady who
turns-
knits umbrellas.
She turns it around and reaches under the counter and grabs a hold of something and then comes back up and goes, This isn't exactly what was explained. Give me a charming roll to see if you can convince
Oh.
this individual to do this without any problems.
By the way, what's the point of a code word if she's going to immediately after the code say what she's there for?
You're
That's-
right.
I mean, fair.
So, with an at 20, you can either have this individual also be as curious as you are to see the details of whatever's inside, or you can avoid the gaze of someone who's watching you from outside.
I'm gonna avoid the gaze of someone who's watching me. That's nefarious in every way, shape, and form.
Okay. So you step up to the front. You see her just kind of, all right, I suppose I'll open this. Click, click. She uses a little key that she has that she ferrets away. She turns around and steps away from it. That's as far as I'm not allowed to look at this. You know that, of course. And you see her just get up from her chair and walk behind the curtain in the back.
I don't know. What is it? What's in there?
You open
I
it
don't
up.
know.
You pop it open, and all you see is a whole bunch of blueprints.
For what?
A mansion.
Can I tell? A mansion?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps for a heist for some reason? Perhaps?
I mean,
Or
give
a
me a
sting?
brains roll, you scoundrel, you.
Perhaps for a heist? 12. Great.
If you didn't know better, you'd think that Marcus was attempting to scope a place out to find a way into some sort of mansion for something.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Close it back up.
Close it, and you step from the room.
Yeah.
Now you need to go and drop this item off.
Well, I gotta go let
repair
Nosy McFuckface look at it first so I can get my money.
shop. So the individual that you needed to drop this off with, by the way, is the Timeout Shop, which is only a few blocks away. You saw it on the way in. It's a watch repair shop.
Interesting.
So you're gonna head back.
In my agreement with Marcus, I never said I wouldn't let other people see it, so I'm not breaching my agreement.
True. You're gonna head back to the airship where you can meet up with
Yes.
Lord Dunwell.
Yep.
As you step out and start heading down the street, give me an aware roll.
Do I get hit in the face by a metal bird?
Maybe.
16. As you were walking, you notice out of the corner of your eye, someone is following you. And as you start moving away and heading towards the shop, getting further and further away from where you're supposed to drop this package off, you see 2 people, and then 3 people begin following you. And then
Does Marcus not trust me?
all of these individuals seem to be wearing the same attire of House Goldrose.
That was what I was called by the lady. Can I use hidden rabbits to try and sneak into, blend into a crowd?
Give me an agile roll as you attempt to blend into the crowd nearby.
Another nat 20?
Holy cow.
For real?
With nat 20.
None couldn't get over like a 4 and you're rolling
Yeah.
all the nat 20.
Right, with a nat 20, you either recognize immediately why this is so important suddenly, or you blend into the crowd seamlessly and lose the trails for now.
I want to know why this is important.
All right, House Goldenrose and the blueprints themselves. You remember a newspaper clipping as you're sitting there that there is a gala that's going to be hosting the Honeycomb Emerald soon. Something that is worth thousands and thousands of silver that is supposed to be at this location.
Gotcha.
Nice marketing, Ty.
10 out of 10.
I was gonna say, damn, inserting other games into this.
I don't really care that much about the gold. The silver. I don't need it anymore. So I'm gonna turn around and just get this out of my possession as quickly as possible.
So you're heading back towards the timeout. So you hide and you kind of just circle around and move back towards the timeout. As you are walking, you see what are they called? Street vendor basically nearby that's a newsie. He's calling out for news that's out there, and you see a newspaper article. It catches your eye.
Get your paper!
Get your paper here. On the
Tim's
front,
gonna go the Broadway route and say he has incredible calves from just the sheer amount of jumping he does.
the serious calves. You see a headline: "Dastardly Duo Dash, the Voss Duo," and as it catches your eye, you take a look at the paper for a second. It says, "The Voss Duo, renowned terrorists and enemies of the state, have been brought to justice for crimes of conspiracy to remove public figureheads, destruction of financial institution, and for the crime of treason through selling state secrets to the Tayel." On the face of it is 2 halfling faces that look exactly like Brownie.
What? That's gonna be fun to tell Clay. Cool. Can I buy the paper and just keep it with me?
You just hand a silver over and he hands you a paper. "Thank you very much, dear. Have a nice one." And you move down the street.
Explain it to Clay. Just throw it at him.
I
Right
thought
to your
Brownie
chest.
was a Skixon.
No, she's a halfling.
She's a halfling.
Why she had a brown knee?
No, she's brownie, as in she was covered in brown because Clay was dirt and she was muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
She lived on,
remember.
And that's how she
Peter
also probably survived the brain wipe because she was a chancer. Chancer luck.
Well, halflings can be chancers. Okay, I see they're only chancers. I get it. I'm coming to the conclusion that I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I imagined that little girl as like a little brown mouse the whole time.
Nope, she's a halfling.
She's still gonna be a brown mouse in my head, okay?
She's always forever a brown mouse. Kiara, you move back. You have lost the tail that was on you for the moment. You move into the watch shop. And as you step inside, you just see an old man there. "I assume you're here for Marcus."
I am. I was
Excellent.
gonna hand him over the thing.
Appreciate that greatly. your debts are paid. You can now travel here without problem.
Tell him next
beyond.
time that I'm not doing the whole servant thing. That's bullshit, and he knows it.
Eh. So he takes that, moves behind the counter. You see him open a safe, or he locks it inside, and then he just nods and waves his hat. Unless you have a watch to be repaired.
No.
All right then. Farewell. You step out into
Do
the
I know how to
street.
get to Stuckfoot?
What's that?
Do I know how to get to Stuckfoot, or should I ask this rather annoying man?
You know how to get to Stuckfoot. You actually
Okay,
came
cool.
in through this port a long time
Oh,
ago.
you're right. Yeah, the
Moved there.
whole heist thing. Yeah.
So as you step outside and you prepare to find a way to Starkfoot, a tiny bird flies up in front of you as it's flying there,
Message to be
delivered.
and
Okay.
it starts reading off what Clay is stating and
Oh.
expressing that they're all headed somewhere else and all that stuff.
Please. Please.
And then as many pleases as it could remember.
Lots of pleases.
Please, 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 please,
Oh.
please.
Are you
Please.
broken, or is
Please.
this just Clay being
And
very
message.
big attempt? Okay, it was Clay. Got it.
And you see it just like stop flying and flutter down to the ground and land.
Can I respond?
You can pick it up and try to use it.
I'm
You
trying
see
to.
a turn key on its back. You wind it, it floats up into the air.
Activated. Recipient a message.
Clay?
Play. Last known location.
Stuckfoot.
Active. Accepted. Audio message.
I am on Miocenis, coming your way. Maybe you could just pause for just a short while until I get there before you go and do something dumb.
Message accepted.
You see it just fly off.
Goodbye, small bird.
I'm mad at how easy that was for you.
I knew who you were, where you were, and I had a very short message. Kiara doesn't speak a lot.
So
This bird
Kiara,
is set up to work with her.
you now step away from there, and how do you intend to make it to Stuckfoot? There is the Gold Line train that heads roughly in that direction. You could try to hire a hopper or a carriage of some
Yeah,
kind.
do I have enough silver now from that purse and still on me to hire a carriage?
You count the silver inside of your purse, realizing that this was a shopping purse provided to you by
Yeah, but
Aurora?
that means very little because it could have been 400 silver for shopping.
There is 1,600 silver in that bag.
60, and I have 60, so I have 1,660 silver. I think that's enough to get a carriage.
Yes, carriage on Miocenis comes to $300 to travel that far, so 300 silver.
Cool. 1,360 silver left over. Let's go.
We see Kiara get into a carriage and proceed to start heading out of town. As you are drifting away into the distance, we now see a scene of individuals walking through the city. And you see a familiar hand of that time mage, the individuals that were sent by Aurora to find Nova for some reason, have arrived. And that is tonight's episode concluded. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the game tonight. We're going to go around the table. Give us some information about yourselves, what you've enjoyed about this episode, something along those lines, or what you're anticipating. And we'll wrap it up from there. And then, of course, come back tomorrow for Sparrows. So first up tonight is going to be... Now it is Sinan. You're up first tonight.
Oh, hey. So, just who am I and all that? Nothing else?
Just whatever you want to... If you want to say anything, say whatever feels right, comes to the heart, and then whatever you want about the episode.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Sinan, playing Patchy Silverback, also something else. Has multiple names. I don't know what else to say. Always you can find me always here on Thursdays. That's basically all the streaming I do lately, and it's great. It's awesome. I haven't been able to come the last a couple of weeks before this, but hopefully plan to be here now every game. Hopefully, unless something happens. And Ty will have to put another montage of me just being tortured alone on my own again, and I have to just make shit up about me being delusional and whatnot. Yeah, about the episode. It was great. It was fun. Why are you guys all wasting time? I'm being fucking tortured. Send me a message or something. I don't know if you guys are even coming. Also,
they have a picnic they need to get to, so chill out.
More important.
Like, seriously.
Oh well, let's just switch on over to Kiara. Fuck Patchy. Yeah, blame me and my
seriously.
our picnic.
Like someone, like my arch enemy comes all bloody, telling you all to find me because apparently even my arch enemy wants me to survive or not go through whatever I'm going, and you all are like, what should we send a message today, right now? What are we doing today? Let's go to the orphanage and see see all the happinesses and stuff. How many tortured and being made to make weapons of mass fucking destruction? Jeez.
Clearly
Also,
the torture isn't working enough because your attitude is still really negative.
I mean, also that orphanage was not our fault. We went to go see a swamp witch. Okay,
Yeah,
and it's
we
just
were like,
Also, another thing. Ty, will you just let me fucking use my polymorph potion? I
will.
That's my new ability that I got through my level up.
We're gonna do it. It's an after scene.
I was hoping to. I had all this plan. I was gonna pretend to be a dwarf and probably burn a Skixen alive so they won't recognize a corpse or whatever.
Tell him your plan, or he will plan to.
Yeah, find another plan. I'll do it random. I'll do random and like Negus characters, and then he won't know how to respond to me. And we'll be like, what? And then I'll be like, yeah.
We'll continue from here to Nova. Shannon, your thoughts about tonight's episode? I do have an after scene coming up.
Is that your way of telling me to not talk too much?
Well, no, but I'm trying to
get it out and move on, Shannon. Come on.
That's what she said. That was a good one. Sorry.
That was a good one.
Thank you. I deserve it. Thank you. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm Shannon. I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, hosting Roll Charisma with Steven over there. And then Thursdays here. And then Thursdays sometimes also here, but playing a different character on Monster Hearts with Anna running it, which is friggin' fun. I never knew how much I needed to be bitchy once a week, and it was okay with everyone. It's just fun. Yeah, this episode, this is my Thursday, so I have worked Monday through today, and I get up early. I come to where there's a lot. I feel like Clay, to be honest. Like, Shannon feels like Clay. You're the most identifiable character for me, like, right now. Like, what the fuck is happening? There's so much going on. I understand some of the words that are being said, but not all of them. And yeah, but I'm having a really good time. It's fun. I'm glad we're at least all on the temporal mechanic. I'm glad we're all on the same planet now. That makes me happy. So it'll be nice to have a reunion and hopefully save Patchy from his torment. I don't even know right now if you're still in the past or in the present, because I'm trying to figure out whether or not the Redmane that you're talking to is like a hallucination, or Redmane that has interacted with you, somehow changed heart, and then escaped. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I think it's like
fake.
I'm still in
We
the
have
past.
the real Redmane, and that whole stuff that he was seeing was the hallucination.
No. Wait,
Oh.
we when I was back last week, Ty started me being like all tortured and then telling Redmane or Crimson Mane, Ty, Nova, and Clay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's going to be later. So Ty has other tortures in mind for me, and you guys could have prevented that if you guys, picked up the fucking pace. Pace.
Pace your direction.
I had
after
no
the
faith
picnic.
that they would be getting there really quickly. I'm sorry.
That was my picnic there. You give us like a small child and just a heaping, steaming pile of guilt associated with, I'm an orphan, and if you don't come to my picnic, I'm going to have all sorts of additional abandonment issues, and they're all going to be your fault. Like we could say no to that. Like Rob and I
also
would be like,
scatter the rest of the
Fine.
party off.
Only a
So
few
yes,
hours.
the two of us.
I mean,
would
how
be the
much?
best rescue party.
How much
Haven't
torture?
Haven't you played games with Ty? He gives you these hooks, and you're like, I'm going to be a good player. I'm going to take it because he clearly has something in mind. And then when things don't go the right way because he clearly planned it, he's like, I don't know. I gave you all the opportunities. You should have paid attention. And I'm like,
Ty
I am
also couldn't have given the brownie guilt situation to either Kaizen or Kiara, because
No.
Kaizen and Kiara would have been like, no.
It doesn't matter to you. No, he gave it to Nova and Clay. Like Nova who
marshmallows,
cannot
yeah.
got help. And then like Rob who's got all sorts of, or not Rob, sorry, Clay.
No,
who has
Rob.
all sorts of parent issues of, abandoning his own kids. It's fuckery. It's sheer psychological warfare.
No, I don't think that far ahead. Shh.
Bitch, please.
All right, speaking of thinking far ahead, Anna, your turn.
Hi, I'm Anna, also known as Sanctum Cosplays. I'm here Thursdays, doing this and being Kiara/Elena. That's going to be an interesting kind of thing where they're waiting for Kiara and definitely not Kiara shows up. That's going to be a fun game of like, tell me one thing only Kiara would know, and then she's going to punch Clay square in the jaw. Yeah. And then I'm here on other Thursdays running Monster Hearts, which is also its own different brand of clusterfuck. It's different kind of flavor of like fuckery.
More bitter and salty.
Exactly. I think I just want to commend the bee. I love the
You liked Pip.
I do
didn't see that beforehand.
He's a more I mean, like Kiara would hate Pip, but like in my mind, he's a more pure Nobu. So that's that's where I'm.
It's the new Know Who Ghost following everybody
It is
around.
an
That
upgrade.
thing. Yeah. Anyway, we'll move right along from here to Clay. Rob.
Hi, yeah, I'm Rob. Wow, Clay had an episode and a half. But yeah, I'm here Thursdays, except for the Monster Hearts one. That one, I'm just in the audience cheering on for the drama. And then I'm also here Saturdays for the Unremarkables, our Masks the Next Generation stream. So check that out.
One time.
But it's been a wild time. So come on, everyone, and join us for this show on Thursdays, and of course, all that good stuff. What was that?
I said, what time is your show on Saturday? The audience doesn't
What?
know yet.
That's very correct. That's an
You can
important
see he's
detail.
frantically clicking because he doesn't know the own time of this freaking show.
So
It's a new show.
it's a new show. So we
But I've
will
asked
be.
him like 4 times today what time his show was, and he hasn't looked it up.
So we will be starting our premiere 6 p.m. Central Time because I have my schedule in order and have not had any notes incorrect at any points ever. 6 p.m. Central Time. Come join us for Max the Next Generation, The Unremarkables. It's an amazing cast. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm going to...
Excellent.
Yes.
So that is this
Way to
Saturday.
pull that off there.
Check that out after Sparrows tomorrow. Steven, your turn.
Hey everyone, I am Steven, El Deviant Devil. Again, you can catch me on Tuesdays with Shannon. You can catch me on every Thursday on this game, and then on the off week on Misguided Souls, of which I'm excited for next episode because I get to smash a bunch of shit. Looking forward to that. And then for tonight's episode, what was wow. There was a lot of past coming into the present and characters and winding them all together, and I don't even know what to do with the 4 people in my head, so it's gonna be great.
So many people in your head right now.
No,
now you know what
we're all
it's like to
together.
be Caleb Wesley from Silver Shield.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Exciting to see where we'll go and what's gonna happen to Sylvia.
That'll
Thanks.
be interesting to see. So, for those of you that have stuck around, final scene of the night. Patchy's inside of his cell, having ferreted away a potion that he brings out to look at. You hear a scratching noise coming from the cell nearby.
You Nibbler. I thought you were dead.
No, not Nibbler. It's me. Your Crimson Mane's voice, tired, coming from the other side.
Of course, you're the only one alive. What's up? The Castlow thing wear out?
Yeah. I've taken that so many times I can't even remember.
And you believe it each time? The first time I took it, yeah, okay, fool me once. Second time I took it, they tried to affect me. I knew what was going on. Well, not right now, I didn't know, but like before.
You've been here for 5 months. You've been taking that almost every day.
How would you know? Aren't you in the effect of it?
Yeah, until the end of the day when they march me past.
Well, what can I say? I miss my apprentices who were promising and nice, and it was nice to have it be in that fantasy and thinking I was dreaming. Seeing their faces and shit.
Patchy.
Nibbler and
Patchy.
Claw. Yes, what?
Silverback, I'm sorry. I never should have doubted you, and I never should have believed in Three Scar.
Too late now. The damage is done.
Yeah, I know. But I haven't been myself for a long time, you know. He controls everyone.
Well, we're gonna unfuck the situation, I guess. Try to find a way out of this and fucking kill him and, I don't know, do something. What's going on to what happened to Red Eyes, by the way?
Red Eye's missing. He's not even on this continent.
Where the fuck is he then?
Last thing I heard, someone was talking about him creating another cell again. He's intending on continuing his efforts on the West Coast.
So wait, were you under the influence of that shit when you tried to get me from the Stuckfoot?
Yeah, I have been all the time, and I have to. If I don't, they hurt us. They hurt others. They still have your cat. They still have Fidget Claw.
Wait, what? Fidget Claw's alive?
Fidget's my mate. Three Scar has her.
Oh. Well, Nibbler told me Fidget Claw was dead.
That wasn't Nibbler, that was a trick. They play these things on you sometimes. They put people in there, they stuff you full of hallucinations, they give you hope, and then they dash it.
Well, I'm glad Fidget Claw is alive. She was always the most promising student. Way better than you. Listens to direction. What about Nibbler? Did they actually kill Nibbler, or was that another mindfuck game they did on Pull
Nibbler couldn't be controlled by this shit. He found his mind was always a little bit crooked to begin with, and
yeah, he was always a kook.
After
what about it?
After a while, it stopped working on him. So they resorted to pure torture. He lost eyes, he lost limbs, and then they killed him.
All right, Redmayne. I can't get the fuck out of here before, finding Felicia and also Fidget Claw. And I'm too important. They'll probably burn this place down to the ground if I'm if they figure out I'm lost or figure it. Get out of here. I'm gonna get the fucking potion, put it through the fucking hole we created earlier in the last episode. Use that knowledge to my benefit.
Where am I supposed to go, though? I don't... Who's gonna help you?
Take this! You'll probably turn into a dwarf or some shit. Pretend like you were man enough or Skixen enough to beat the guard and that like you ran away, and pretend like you were the guard that was a dwarf who was in here, and they'll probably let you out thinking you're you're one of the guards. And get out of here. Go to Stuckfoot, find Nova and Clay. Assholes, they'll probably get here or do something, figure some shit out. They'll go find another way out of here.
All right. I can do that for you.
All right. Undo your mistakes and fix this shit. Maybe then you'll earn my respect.
You hand the potion back through the wall crack, and you see him take it. And the following morning, he takes the drink, he changes, he tries to escape the facility. In the process, we see him get attacked. He steals a hopper and tries to escape, getting bit, getting clawed, getting struck with weapons and arrows, and he makes his way to Stuckfoot, where he stumbles in and finds your friends. And that was tonight's episode in full. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back with this show next Thursday. Otherwise, check out Sparrows tomorrow at 6 Pacific Standard Time and at 4 Pacific Standard Time. Yes, I'm turning it to my time, Rob, for our Masks game here on Saturday. Thank you again for watching, and good night, everybody.
Oh my god, that voice is hurting my throat.